Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Thursday. It is the final day of April. It's Diamond Month, and it's coming to its conclusion. So we have a big celebration tonight. I know there's no confetti. I don't have the champagne bottles popping yet, but we have a very, very, very big show. Suffice it to say, TVON's been around about a decade. This is going to be the biggest Thursday you've ever seen. Let me just put that out there. This is going to be the biggest Thursday you have ever witnessed, ever. I got to tell you, if you got a phone, you need to call, not us, not yet. You got to call your jewelry friends. You got to call those moms who want to get themselves something for themselves for Mother's Day coming up. You got to call and call, text, whatever works for you. Email, pigeons, whatever you need. You know, the carrier pigeons, whatever you got. Yeah, DM people, IM people, whatever you got. Because if you know a diamond lover, we have got the ultimate diamond specials here tonight. Not just one, two of them. Two of them are here. And one of them is arguably the most important piece of jewelry any woman can ever own. The piece you can go not a single moment of a single day without wearing. It is the classic diamond studs. And you think we've done big values on diamond studs? We have a brand new collection of diamonds. It was a diamond parcel, a small collection. We saved it for this incredible evening. And all I can tell you about last night was get ready for a diamond special. Didn't even get a chance to tell you what it was. It is a surprise. So now you know. It's coming up in about an hour or an hour and a half or so. We're going to have two diamond deals. I have a ring, which is beautiful and very, very special, with a bigger individual diamond. Then we're going to see our diamond studs that are, yes, what could they be? 20 pointers, you think? 20 points, maybe 20 points total, maybe a half carat total weight with a quarter carat in each ear? No. These are the classic 1 carat total weight diamond studs. They are gorgeous. They're also the highest quality stones we've ever had. I cannot get over these. I have been looking for hours at every single diamond pair we have. Oh my goodness, never seen anything like this. Best diamonds ever and the greatest value ever. So it's going to be time to think about gifting, even if you want to save them for Christmas time in 7 months. That's fine too. But we've got a diamond special. Get registered if you're not already, because it might come down to that simple, easy fact of who can dial in first and fastest, because they are limited. So that's one thing. Now, we also have the diamond ring. Very limited, 8 to go around there. It's a diamond ring with one bigger center stone. It's going to be a 38 pointer. We've had it only once before. However, that is not it for diamonds, because if you want to go super exotic, let's say you've got all the white diamonds you could ever use or ever wear in a lifetime. Let's say you are stacked with white diamonds. You've got studs. Everybody's got studs. I'll tell you what, we're going to bring you something that I've never seen before in jewelry, and I've been around this job and this industry professionally for nearly 3 decades. Well, we have got something incredible in a huge diamond hoop earring. It is an inside-out style. So you're wondering, I've seen those. What's the big deal there? They're not white diamonds. They are the world's rarest. They are pink diamonds in rose gold. So we've had hoops before, which nobody's ever done that I know of outside of TVON. They've been here. We're going to bring you the hoops that are larger. These are not the 1/2 inchers or the 3/4 inchers, the 1.5 inch. So they are light as a feather, easy to wear every day. And might I add, you could probably put on the pink diamond hoops and then put on the studs next to it if you got 2 piercings. So that's all what's coming up. Is that all? No, it's not really all. We're going to bring you also copper bearing blowout. I've got 3 copper bearing rings we're going to blow out. Some really cool new pieces that are designer, including the one we're going to start the show with. I have a men's ring in blue sapphire. We don't see that very often. I've got incredible diamond earrings. Oh, the big ones are here. They're 7+ carats. It's actually 720 in the gorgeous diamonds. We'll see those. Heart-shaped moonstone is here. So there's a lot to get to tonight. But again, I really, really need to make sure you understand. Big Thursday ahead. I know it's easy to say, Thursday, I could, if I got nothing better to do, maybe I'll, no. This is the day you need to be with us, and you are going to walk away with the biggest diamond values and the biggest jewelry values I have ever seen. So get ready. All right, let's start on the, I'm going to start with the close-up here, although I don't know if this one's going to work very well close-up, because it's the coolest design that's actually going to be a little bit of a mobile style. I know you know this. Yeah, you know what? I'll show you from a distance here first. That'll probably be the best way to show you, because obviously up close, it's going to move all around. But this is one that I know is very well known in designer. It is a special piece here, no doubt. It's 113-0832. So welcome on in. If you have any requests for us that's not in diamonds, like any color you want to see, let me know what that is and we'll help you out. But this is 18 karat gold, 38 points in diamonds here throughout this great style, where this is actually actually not going to be that movable. I know we've seen those great big designers do pieces that are actually triple rings that move, that are all separate rings that are then soldered together, and those are rolling rings as we call them. This is actually a little different in that it's going to be stationary. It's still 3 different bands or 3 different rows or 3 different links, but it's all together. So it's really simple and easy and straightforward to wear. Now it's got the diamonds up front as your bail, which you can choose to actually reverse if you want to, so you can create different looks, but you do have these diamonds throughout the outer ring there. And then it's got 18 karat gold. Now triple style, let me show you the length here and then you'll see it up close, but again, it moves. That beautiful bail is going to be a bit of a style that you can see, you can spin it around. So you can kind of put the diamonds where you want to. See how they just moved on over to the left side there? So you can kind of spin it and just play with it and see how you like to wear it the best, but it's actually 7/8 of an inch, actually really close. I'm going to call it an inch. Inch with the bail there. We're going to show it to you on the neckline as well, because of course it's got some open cutout details there also to really take a look at there and how beautiful that is. Let's take a look up close because that's what we're anxious to see, and I know it spun on me there, so it's even flipped around. So let me show you. It is one of those more challenging pieces to keep up close, but here's what it looks like so you can see those diamonds. See how they're really, it's the look of 3 bands, and it is, but they're just soldered so they're not going to move, because I think when you're working with a pendant, I think you want to have that all where the diamonds can stay situated up front, and then you've got that mirror finishing. Now we have 38 points in diamonds here in that solid 18 karat gold. Hasn't that been lovely how much 18 karat gold we are seeing of late? I think that's been a real pleasure, certainly when gold is astronomical as it is. We're saying, no, it doesn't need to be when you know where to shop and you hang out with us. So we make that happen. But look at this. Final day of April, Diamond Month. We're celebrating, and of course wanted to start with something in all diamonds. And then we'll have a lot of the color you love from us here. But let's blow this out first. Great gift idea because of course the trifecta of rings, the triple row, the number 3 being so important to so many of us. So that's really something to keep in mind, is that little extra meaning you have. Here's the back side, which of course still looks great. And you see those triple rings, and again, that look where I know that one of my favorite looks all time in jewelry, and something I do a lot, is put a band on a chain and let that band, which we would normally wear on the finger, just let it kind of hang out and move on that chain. I think this really is that look where interlocking design instead just really brings in the status element, the really high-end look, and we're going to blow it out for better than even, no, it's not going to be $39.99. Compare these designs when it's actually just gold in retail stores to thousands and thousands more when there are no diamonds. Now we're bringing to you right here the diamond version with the VS stones we love, and it won't be $39, and it won't be $29, and it won't be $19.99. So here we are celebrating this day, Thursday, biggest Thursday ever. You heard it here first. I think at 8 o'clock tonight when we sign off, we'll be saying thank you for the biggest show ever in Thursdays, meaning monumental values, big old discounts, all of the above. And let's bring this down for you to a really important deal where it's not even, oh no, not even $1,500. Let's go $999 to get us started on this really fabulous opportunity, and it is just fantastic, don't you think? $999, and again finished on the back side as well. It's as pretty from the back as it is from the front if you didn't want diamonds one day. And like I said, you can change the bail. The bail is, you can see it's moving there, so it's independent. So you see that, so it doesn't have one position or another. So it means you can reverse it, you can have the all gold version up front, and you can also change where you want the diamonds to be. But you see they go most all the way around, and you knew that would happen. But again, I want to show you there's one spot that's not going to have the diamonds, which is probably, I think for most of us, where we would choose, I'm going to show it again on the hand, to position that chain. So just an idea here where if you want to just, you'll see you can move it as you wish, but that's probably how I would do it there. So you've got that one section where it really seems, and once it, gravity's going to help it stay where it needs to be. But again, if you want to just play with it, or maybe you are someone who does like to play with your jewelry, and sometimes it's pendants, right, that are closest to our hands are. So we'll kind of fidget with those pendant pieces. You can kind of spin that independently of its bail. So glad you're with us here. $999, we'll see who's got it. Then we have some closeouts on some one-of-a-kinds that have just been here. They've only been here because they're a little more money, because they're really important stones. We're going to start with one next, which is 1127-067. Some very important one-of-a-kind high-end stones that are brought down to a superb value. So we'll see who's got that one. Sounds like Jason May, and he does. Thank you very much. Here we go with 1127-067, which is the yellow sapphire. And I wouldn't know this from a spectacular yellow diamond unless you told me. I mean, that certain yellow sapphires just don't in any way, shape, or form resemble diamonds. Others do. And not that there's anything wrong with sapphires. Sapphire is an important stone. It's a durable stone. And we talk a lot about, I know how many of you reach out to me and say, I really need durable stones. I guess our ladies are really rough on their jewelry for the most part. And, and I get it. We want pieces that'll last and endure the test of time and wearability. No point, you hear me say it all the time, no point in buying jewelry you're never gonna wear, unless of course you're a reseller and that's your business and how you make your living. But, and a lot of you do, and that's wonderful. But we also have, yes, okay, I was wondering why those were up here. I mean, I thought you were bringing me something else. I'm like, I can't handle any more good jewelry. But yeah, were those actually rose gold? Is that what I spotted? I mean, if you want to bring them up, I got the white and the yellow up here, but they're fabulous. And Jason, who was shopping with us early on this final day of April? Lynn. Hi, Lynn. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy that diamond pendant. I think you will. And then here we are with our yellow sapphire. Now, come on in early. It's going to be that night where it's a lesson in speed. We talk about, with May coming up, we talk about that big event coming up, big Saturday. We got the Kentucky Derby going on. I know that's always a fun event, even if you're not into sports. I think we can all get behind horses, right? And just a fun little, I love that. You don't need to either dedicate, like some of you say, well, I can't watch sports. I can't sit there and be a captive audience for 2 or 3 hours. And that's just 2 minutes, basically. So it's kind of one of those events now. Now, I can't talk. I'm the girl who's always sitting there, and after a 5-hour game, I'll be like, no, is it over? I need more. That's me. It's a sickness that I have. But I'll tell you, this is where, last night I was watching hockey till the midnight hour on the West Coast. So I was a happy camper. It's nothing better. I could see like a practical whole game after I even got home. So it was crazy. But this is where, again, you've got a beautiful yellow sapphire that when we're talking about getting in on the phone line, sometimes it's folks that win by the nose. You know how those horse races sometimes come down to that photo finish moment. We see that a lot with our jewelry too. It's a celebration of great value. So it's important to get on the phone lines early because we do deal in one-of-a-kinds. And the only thing worse than your horse not winning is basically missing out on the dream piece of jewelry when it's really, really discounted. That's what's happening here. So we have, and by the way, the Derby is after the show ends. It always is. So again, it'll be my 10th Derby with you guys, but that's after the show ends. So we can pre-party here. Who knows, I may show up in a fascinator or some other, can't do the big hats because then you guys can't see our faces, but maybe a fascinator and a floral frilly dress or something, who knows, we'll see. We'll see how the mood strikes me on Saturday morning. But here we are with a 127 yellow sapphire, 45 points in diamonds. I can tell you right now, this is gonna be that value. And yet yellow sapphire tends to be, I think with us, we see a lot of yellow diamonds, so you might think, why get a sapphire? Well, if I had a carat 27 yellow diamond today, that's gonna be close to $6,000 or $7,000. And yet, this one's not even close to $6,000 at all. We're going to take it a lot lower than that and look at the brightness. Now, reminder, that's the one you get. The one you see is the one you get. That's the beauty of having one-of-a-kinds here. Take a look. Is that when I say one-of-a-kind, it is. So you get that very piece right there. You get that beautiful yellow gold, which you can't even tell it's in yellow gold, but it will stay. It's so decked out in that 45 points in diamonds. I think it's rather difficult to even see the yellow gold behind those white diamonds, but it is beautiful and durable. And for those that are, again, harsh on your jewelry, if you tend to be really looking for diamonds because they're durable, this is second only to diamonds. So sapphires and rubies are great, just like diamonds are, for every single day wear. Now it's also going to be, it was $49.99, great value there. We're going to take it a lot lower for you, and it's not even $49.39 or $29. I told you I got some big values here today. When do I not? Isn't that kind of it's a little bit of an oxymoron when you're watching TVON. It's like everything's a big value. So what's the deal today? Well, today, some really spectacular blowouts on pieces that have been here a little bit longer than we ever see. And so that just means we got to adjust that pricing accordingly, make sure it's that big value, get you that big discount, and send it on out of here as quickly as we possibly can. This is going to be the case here. And please dial early. That is the key in getting in. Want to make sure you do so because it's not even $19.99 for a yellow sapphire that is twinkling as if it's a diamond. It has the power, it has the impact of a diamond. So want to make sure you get on the phone lines as soon as possible, and it won't be $19.99. It won't be even $1,500. That's a big yellow sapphire. They're extremely rare, especially in that color. They tend to be on sometimes they get a little hazier, or they get a little bit what we call vitreous, where it looks a little waxy, hazy, maybe a little bit more dull. Not the case with this stone at all. So let's take a look at it again. It's not $15 or $14 or $13.99. Going to send it out. One caller only. September's birthstone, by the way. It's not all about the blues when we get to the sapphire family. There's this great array of colors that you have to choose from in a durable, wonderful, exotic stone. In the yellows, we're going to blow it out right now for $1,299 instead, and that will be soon to go. So welcome in, everybody. Glad you're here with us tonight. Special shout out to Big E and Kirsten, and Risa's with us as well. Who else? Janae's with us as well. Tracy's hanging out with us too. And hey, Chu, we got them all. Carrie's with us too. So thank you so much. And yeah, wouldn't you know it, Carrie, after about 5-6 weeks, you know, the voice is getting there. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. I still can't talk in my dog voice. You guys know. Does anyone do that? Like you do the high-pitched little thing to your pets? I can't do that. I'm always trying to talk to my mom's dog, Lola, and she doesn't know who this is on the phone because I can't do my traditional doggy high-pitched voice. But I'm working on that. Singing voice, that's not back either. But you know, I'm hanging in. So you know, all kinds of fun parts of aging. So anyway, here we go. I know by the time you see me next week at this time, I'll be a whole year older, and that'll be even crazier. So who knows what kind of ailments we'll be dealing with then. I told Tony tonight, I was like, I can barely get to my car at the end of these shows now. That's when you know you're getting old, you know, where it's like standing for 3, 4, 5 hours. It gets a little draining. Anyway, yeah, just a sign of getting a little bit older. We all do, and it's a blessing, isn't it? Just got to get a little bit of pain getting there. But here we are with our next one. I've got a beautiful heart shape. I know the heart shapes were very popular the last couple of days. I think we're all gearing up for Mom's Day. What do you think? That's coming up a week from Sunday, so we're getting you ready for that. I also have, let's see, something really rare. I know we spend a good deal of our Wednesdays now talking about something rare, but I actually have something tonight that came out to play, and I hadn't seen one in a very long time. And any guesses as to what this might be? Because it's been that long since we've seen one. I don't know what it is about yellow sapphires, but let me know if you want that screaming deal on that yellow carat 27. It's amazing. It's a good one. So definitely try to get that if you can. But let's talk about this stone. I've only had a few of them ever in my entire tenure here. This is really important. I love saying tenure because it's my 10-year tenure, if you will. So this is really, really important as we look at this stone, which have only been in a handful of varieties. 111, 6143. We're going way back into the deep parts of the vault to get this one for you. And it is our 48-point Roval. What is it? I feel like we need a drum roll moment because this is that rare Grandidierite, which we love. And I know this is the more green. Sometimes they tend to be a little bit more blue green, and they're really pretty too, but this has that really special bright green and double halo, diamonds pave on the side. I could not believe, I know I'm used to discounts and I'm used to giving my own, and I'm up here always giving away jewelry, but I will say this one, and you know that's an old item number, it was developed way back when. I'll never forget the moment I had my first Grandidierite here on the show because it was such a monumental moment in time. Obviously had not brought them in many, many decades prior, and yet what a very special stone this is, but that really unique in more green color that almost looks like, I think of it a lot as an indicolite tourmaline in color, but it's so much more rare than that. And this stone we know of in rare faceted material. It's one thing to get a specimen that's included or really cloudy or in its rough state. It's another thing entirely to get a faceted stone that has that clarity to it, where you can see the open color. Now, this is one of the biggest discounts I've ever seen us do because, well, it was made a long time ago, so that's automatically, it's like you're getting in at a great value, even if I were to just honor the price from so many years ago, because things are different today than they used to be. Somebody said to me today, I wonder if you could get me a better deal on a diamond if you go through one of your wholesale friends than TVON. And I'm going, no, I can't, not to throw my wholesale friends under the bus, but if you haven't heard, we do better than wholesale. And so I love the idea of, you know, me getting out to wholesale. But let me tell you something, as someone who's in the wholesale world every day, there are no better values in diamonds, even individually, and especially when we look into stones like this that are nowhere else, not in retail, not in designer, not even in wholesale worlds. I mean, the best bet you've got to find another Grandidierite on display is probably a museum. That's probably where you would likely find most of this material. But let's take a look at this ring, because with its 65 points in diamonds and how it started way back when at $69.99, well, that's a very important value to keep in mind from way back when. We're going to go a lot lower, which every little discount is going to be so superb. Now keep in mind this idea with that bright green and the fact it's nearly 48, that's nearly a half carat, that's important too, because these stones rarely reach to that level, rarely. And what we have here is, I'm going to try it on the hand here for you, it actually can be changed if you would rather have yellow gold or rose gold. That is really special, and you can see those grains that flash on through even from a distance there. But if you've ever wanted to sample the stone, meaning try it, add it to the collection, get something really unique, it is here and now, and I don't have any others. This is it, and yet the price tag from, I get it, $69.99 is a little bit more than what some of us might think of when we talk about stones that are 48 points, but considering what this stone is all about and how it lands in this perspective of really specialty stones that we have, I mean, that's about as good as it gets. And although they were here, it was very sparse, it was very limited. We're going to take it down below. Something, I've never seen this before, and this is really incredible because the mounting alone should go for more than where I'm about to price this. So consider the Grandidierite for free at this moment. And again, to get that deeper green and that bluish green, don't forget, it's also hardness, durability. I want to tell you, because there's so many rare stones that just don't give us a lot of durability. A lot of them don't. This is actually a 7.5, so you can wear it like you would all your other everyday gemstones, your tanzanites, your tourmalines, things like that. Please do. But it normally, again, can be very hazy. It's usually just completely cloudy or opaque, like a real specimen. Like I said, they don't usually facet these stones because they really are. Now, if you had more iron in the stone, it'd be more blue, but this is really that special Grandidierite with that green that we love. And yet, here's what we're going to offer for you. Such a special rarity. I mean, obviously bringing you this rare diamond day, but also can't help but explore this really unique stone named for Alfred Grandidier, if you're not familiar with him. And that, of course, is a really beautiful Madagascar stone. So really stunning. And yet, you know what? I love the, yeah, it's like we ruined the name because it sounds so beautiful to say Grandidier because he was French, right? And so that name, Alfred Grandidier, and then we call it Grandidierite. And I guess supposedly you could say Grandidierite, but it sounds even weirder. So just take it and run with it. Just love to give you the root origins of where these names come from, because sometimes, you know, it looks like you just grabbed letters out of a hat and put them together, right? Gemstones, there's usually a rhyme or reason as to why the stone is named the way it is. And a lot of times they are the namesake of an explorer or a mineralogist or a gemologist. But let's go ahead and blow it out. It's under $2,000, and this is Rarity Beyond. So take advantage of it and wear it all the time. Enjoy wearing this rarity that you can hardly find anywhere else, and yet transparent, larger stone. This is, keep in mind, the largest one ever. And I'm going on memory here, but GIA was familiar with one that was 760 carats. But that was, again, that was the largest specimen ever found. So, and again, probably safe to say it wasn't this transparent quality and it wasn't faceted, it was just a specimen. So they are very, very, very small stones, and we're going to bring it down to even better than even 19. I know we don't need to because it looks like it may already be spoken for, but let's go even lower and send it out for only $14.99. I said it, I'm going to do it, and we'll let you have it. And well, right now the stone is free. That's all I can say about that. It is free. I mean, that's amazing. For that mounting alone, you've got it. Congratulations. And probably saying, what happened to that extra 500 bucks? I was willing to spend 19, but there it goes. And yes, it's gone. So we can all look at that one more time because it'll likely be the last Grandidierite we see. Anyway, I do have this really special moonstone, and it's a heart shape. So it is, it reminds me so much of the round we had last night. And wasn't that an interesting moment? But here is our heart shape, giving a lot of the really special brightness that we have here with this. I've often said a good heart shape that's got real symmetrical proportions will oftentimes look like a round as far as the faceting. I obviously don't mean the shape of it, I mean the faceting within and the way that they really are centered up with a lot of brilliance. And that's what you see here with this heart shape. It's 1130655. It's in the white gold now. You can change that. And of course, our pieces are going. The yellow sapphire is here. That poor yellow sapphire, would you like to come home with me? Because I know no one appreciates you the way I do. I love a good yellow sapphire. And again, yellow diamonds that size get really expensive, so I think that's your nice little, your alternative. But here we go, heart shape moonstone, a tough one to get. And then, I don't know, we saw that one in white gold last night, but I love seeing this in yellow gold or rose gold. I think with all the myriad of colors, you can really play and choose and get whatever you like, or maybe what's going to separate it from the rest of your collection that already is in the jewelry box. $215 on the heart shape, 20 points in the diamonds that are set, larger stones, burnished in a large, medium, and smaller size into the ring on the sides. Now, it's our $215, so that's a good size moonstone, and look at that. It's brighter than really the diamonds. I mean, when I pick it up, it really, I tended to squint my eyes. I like to tell you when I do that, because when I'm already, listen, I'm already in the lightest environment you can be in, pretty much. Unless you're standing on the surface of the sun, it is pretty much the lightest, brightest environment you can be in. And yet, when I'm looking at the stone and I'm watching and I find that my eyes have to just, slightly close and wince a little bit because it's so bright to look at that stone. That's pretty bright. So it's really one of those stones that is impactful in a way that softer pastels, but really impactful on the brilliance it gives, the brightness it gives, that sheen that's going all the way through it. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Another big discount coming your way. And it was, oh, there it is. Look at how pretty. So always darker, lighter, darker environments with a little less light is going to be a little bit better way to gauge the stone. That's what you see here. And yet look at how bright and beautiful that gem is. It's just twinkling with every color, and every time it moves, I always say, get this instead of a color change. Color changes are great and they're really rare, and that's wonderful to have on a rarity scale, but it's fun to get a stone that you don't need to change your light environment to see a lot of colors. And that's what moonstone is that constant shimmering, constant transition from one color to another, yet they're all there at the same time. So it is a go with everything, wear with everything ring. Here's what it looks like up close. Change the gold if you want to, and let's go even lower than this $39.99 price tag. This is outstanding material and one and only heart shape, and that's the stone you get. So even if you change the gold, and meaning if you ask us to do it for you and we'll do it for free, that still is going to be the same stone. There's only one stone that looks like that, and it's a giveaway. So again, please dial in early, even before you see the price. If you're wondering, how are all these people scoring the deals and saying sold before the price even goes up there? That's because they're on the phone line saying, I know her, I know this company, I know this jewelry, it's already the best values that exist in the world. I'm going to go ahead and say yes for what I know I want, and then I'm going to be surprised and delighted that the price is lower than I even thought it would be. That's what we're doing and going to be doing all night long. It's not $39, it's not $29, it's not even $19.99 for this incredible, I can't get over it's 2 carats plus. That's a big, big deal, and we're going to do really, really special things here. Not $19.99, not even going to be, whoa, about $1,500 or $14.99 seems plenty fair for a 2 carat plus, but we're going to take that even lower than 14 or 13. Let's blow it out. Let's do $12.99 on that one. And again, yellow sapphire is the only thing that we have still left from the previous items. We do have a huge Russian demantoid. If anyone's interested in a discount on a 120 round demantoid, I do have that. And then gold quartz is here, fire opal is here, big turquoise is here. Oh, and there's a new diamond band, one of the larger ones that we've ever seen here in our history. I've had some diamond bands over the years that have been quite large and striking and pave. The one that I have tonight, I wish I had the ability to make them and bring you more, and I could probably make them. The difference is the price tag that it would end up being. So let's talk a little bit about this diamond band. It is Diamond Month, at least for the next couple of hours. So we are celebrating in grand fashion tonight. And I can't think of a better way than this band right there. Look at that presence from across the room on a diamond band that is going to be one of the largest we've ever had here on the show. It is a platinum setting. Now, I did a little research because I was here early enough to talk to a lot of our jewelers here today, and yet it was interesting to hear about what this band would be if we made it. Now, obviously, we deal in gold. When you see some platinum pieces, that's really exciting, but just the 3 carats, when we say that there's a value on a one only, if I wanted to make this and let's say accommodate 200 of you tonight in this band ring, we're going to try to give you a nice accommodation on our diamond stud special and our beautiful diamond ring that I have that's going to be one individual stone. But as far as a lot of stones pave together in a band ring, cigar band style is what we call this, but it's pave. And yet this band doesn't do this overarching big dome style, so it tends to be really easy to wear because a lot of these styles do that, where you'll get the width, but then automatically they go up and over. And then it feels like it can be a little heavy, they can be a little bit kind of, for lack of a better term, clunky, where you may not be wearing them every single day. And that's what we really want you to do, is enjoy your diamonds daily. They are made for that. But this is that band that I could not make for under $10,000 here on this property. So get ready for this big value. If you already know you've been waiting on a diamond band, could be right hand ring, left hand ring, doesn't matter. It could be middle finger, index, or ring finger. I would say probably the thumb and the pinky, it's going to be a little large for those, but anywhere else, those larger fingers that we have that we like to wear larger jewelry, that's where you're going to want to wear this. But let's take a look at it. And just mind you, there is only one here. And we could not bring you a value like this literally at our own cost. So this is just a one and one only. So again, I don't have that luxury to bring it to 100 of you or 200 of you. It's just here and now. It's the 1130-411, and that is the one you get. Now, of course, white metal platinum here. So this will stay in the platinum, and it's so stunning, and it's really good. 3 carats exactly. I mean, that is stunning, isn't it? And watch this on the hand though, because it is that comfort factor. I've worn a few bands in my day, a few different rings, not only for my own personal collection, but obviously it is in my job description to try on jewelry every day. So, you know, I'm very particular about how they feel. And when you naturally just try on jewelry every day of your life and spend a few hours every day doing it, you know the difference between and There's always that Sometimes they're too heavy, clunky, and they feel a little bit cumbersome. Other times it feels like the right addition to your wardrobe because it's actually, there's something comfortable about wearing it. And then obviously you look down and see 3 carats of sparkling diamonds and you instantly feel like you rule the world. It is amazing what jewelry can do for a mindset, for an incredible confidence boost, for a reminder that you are a woman and you deserve to feel amazing and beautiful and pretty and powerful and all those things. And yes, jewelry can do that. So here's what we have for you. Watch this sew on the hand because it sits like a second skin. And you rarely see a band this wide, feel this good, and look this way. So not getting in the way to the point where even if you were, let's say, medical field, which again, our medical workers out there and those that are first responders and those that work in that industry, we thank you endlessly because your work is amazing and tiresome and we know tireless. And we are really, really, really proud to have you all as a part of this group. But I will say those are times when sometimes jewelry has to go the wayside because you're always putting on gloves and taking those gloves off and you're working with your hands and you need, well, guess what? Here's a ring that even for the most active, for the most, let's say you are in an industry where you're putting gloves on, maybe you're a dentist, maybe you're a doctor, maybe you're whatever it is. I wear gloves sometimes when I'm just out running errands because, you know, I'd rather not touch things that a billion other people have touched in this large city of mine. That's just my prerogative. So again, here's what we have for you that's going to be that wearable style where you don't have to take your jewelry off. And that makes it even better. So 3 carats in diamonds here and yet solid platinum. We need a collar right now because what could be right here over 10, it was actually about $11,499, something like that, for making this here in gold. What we're going to do is give you the big VS diamonds here in that wears like a second skin. You have one opportunity. Come on in early because it will not last. We are already halfway through the first hour. We got our biggest special, 2 big specials coming up here, and then I'm going to bring you those fabulous pink diamond hoop earrings, the ones we've never had before. They are 1.5 inches. We'll have those as part of our Diamond Month farewell and finale. But here's the diamond ring that is the widest, largest of the night, and yet not even 10,000 or even half that at 5. Suddenly, I think we're all really aware of that doesn't seem like a 2026 possibility with VS diamonds and 3 carats and smooth to the touch. It's really stunning. Easy to wear, comfortable band, not $49.99. Here's what I'll do instead. Let's go ahead and take it down below even $39.99. We have one and that's it. And I know how many of us love all of our color and all those rarities and Grandidierite and yellow sapphires and everything we can bring. Opaque and transparent and translucent and all that. But there is nothing that really tops diamonds. And if you're looking for that wear every day, always put on, becomes a signature style of your own, here's how you do it, here's how you get it, and it's not even going to be close to $39.99, just this one. That's it, one and one alone. And again, no way to go wrong unless you're dialing in after it's already gone. That's not gonna work out all that well because I don't have anything else like this. And we're gonna blow it out right now for better than even $3,500 or $34.99. There is one, it's brand new right at this moment. Never seen anything like this in years. It has been literally years since we've had anything like this ring here in our collection, and it would be safe to say not going to be happening going forward because of just where prices are on diamonds and gold and putting 3 carats together and then a band this size. I'll tell you right now, a band this size is going to run you easily $6,000 or $7,000 from our factory for just the gold. So you can't really beat this $34.99 price. And those are not commercial grade diamonds either. They're VS stunners, and we're going to blow it out right now for $2,999. Nobody sees that. Under $1,000 a carat, one band style only, and that'll be it. It's first caller to say yes, and who will get it? I don't know, but we're waiting to find out, and there is, again, just the one. So huge night ahead. Purple paraibas are on discount. I have a whole trio of those for you to choose from. We're going to show you some of our bigger and best. And then we also have our diamond special. Oh, it's so good. We've got the ultimate, the iconic, the classic, something you've never seen the likes of before. Even if you were shopping with me like 25, 26 years ago, It's okay. You're still getting a better value tonight on diamonds than you've been able to do even in decades past. So that's exciting. And then we have, blue zircon studs. Remember we had some big ovals last night? Well, I've got the trillions here today and they're popping. And then are we ready to see the pink diamonds? I know they're really limited and really rare and really special, and yet I have just one opportunity. That's it. One opportunity. Somebody out there is going to walk away with huge pink diamond hoops, and the rest of us are just going to go, oh, well. Guess my time to get the pink diamonds, it passed me by. I've never seen anything like this, and are you ready for what we have here tonight? Something so new, so fresh, something I've wanted to create for as long as I've been here. The idea of pink diamonds was a pipe dream for a long, long time. Let's go ahead and move on from this one. Are we really going to leave that here at $29.99, under $1,000 a carat in solid platinum? We're going to leave that here when it's all finished like that is. Now it tapers. I still find it to be very true to size. But if you're on the verge where sometimes if it only takes like an 80-degree day to swell your finger from a 6.5 to a 7, and you're right on the cusp there, you may want to go ahead and take it to the larger of the size just for comfort. But other than that, I would say if you tend to be really true to one size, go there and you'll be good. But that's going to be $29.99. That will go. And also in diamonds, we do have some very large chandelier style earrings that have 7+ carats in diamonds, and they're all bigger stones. So let me just pop those in for a look here as well, because they are amazing omega backings. They are 4-pierced ears, but let's take a look at those. That's my big diamond earring. So if you need something, and let's face it, today is all about diamonds, and yet you want something that dresses you up a little bit, gives you something beyond the norm and beyond the basic, that's a gorgeous moving chandelier earring. They're actually really well done because every diamond in the piece, it's not little pave work, it's all bigger stones. So they're here too, and they're going to be going out the door, but we'll take a look at that diamond band, waiting to see who's got that. And then I mentioned there's a carat 20 Russian demantoid. Here it is. There is our superstar. As rare as it gets in color, Russian demantoid with the horsetail inclusion. I've got a new aquamarine we're going to show you as well, and that's the big Russian demantoid. Now, that's not inexpensive, but it is relative to what it should be at $45,000. So that is here, and then we'll get to those pink diamond earrings. I cannot wait to show them to you. I'm trying to give everyone a moment to gather. I know it's a weeknight, and it's sometimes we don't have folks joining us for the last until last hour, but here it is. This is such a special cut. This is our Sierra Santa Maria. And then done with diamonds up top. I'm going to continue to hold it for you once I get the item number up here. It's 1130937. And this will be, check this out. That is one of the most gleaming, glistening. It's the cutting for me. It's the perfect color saturation, but it's the cutting bringing that to life. Look at that. Not as elongated as some pear shapes can be. And it's in platinum. It is a 340 on that center Sierra Santa Maria. I'm blocking one of the diamonds, and I don't mean to, but that's a better look at it there, where you can see a trio of diamonds right up top at 9 points, 3 points each. And then in the platinum, and we're throwing in the gorgeous chain, which is going to be a wonderful one to have for your collection between this one and others. If you have other white metal pendants that you'd like, this is going to be really exciting. So here we are. Take a look at this. Oh, the chain is wonderful. It's a bit of a more textured type of roller link. So it's got a bigger, heavier gauge to it. There's a lot of weight to this chain as well. And that's in platinum. And then you've got not adjustable here. It's going to be that spring ring closure and looks to be a 16-inch. Let me just go ahead and verify that for you here really quickly, because sometimes I eyeball it and it is 16. I just want to make sure between 16 and 17. Sometimes that's hard to look at visually and know, but take a look at that. We'll show you the pendant length here. And don't worry, you can always, if you don't work with a 16-inch chain, okay, fine, you can go sell that to your local jeweler or give it as a gift, and then you can put your favorite white gold chain, other platinum, even sterling silver, I won't tell anybody. That would work as well visually, but take a look at this. There it is, 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. Let's try it on the neckline for you as well, so we can all see what that one's going to look like. Here it is. So you can see the size and generally see how that's going to look from a distance on a skin tone, and how really bright those blues are there. Stunning, isn't it? And then we'll go back up close and show you what we can do on price tag, because you're here for a great giveaway deal. I've got it. Diamond month coming to an end here. So it's time, guys. We're already looking at some big values. I know that band was a good one. Now we've got aqua with diamonds, a beautiful, almost blue diamond look. Love the fluting on the bail. Should be $43.99. Let's skip that right now and go a lot lower than that. All you got to do is call And again, we have lavish, we have unusual, we have detailed, we have classics, we have it all tonight. But this one's got to go, and it won't be even $2,000. Love the little V-tip prong there at the top that leads into those diamonds, framing that point there. That's really important. Great setting. And yet, there's a little bit of an air of paraiba about it. Looks like a little paraiba color here. I'll do better than even $1,500. Let's give away some jewelry. I'm going to be doing it all night. Let's do it even on the brand new, because a lot of these pieces you're seeing, like the platinum band, these are brand new right now. You're getting first dibs on them before anybody else sees them, before a lot of people even tune in, because let's face it, West Coast is still early out here. We're going to blow it out for better than $15 or $14.99. Let's keep it going and blow it out for $1,299 only. And don't forget about that platinum diamond band, 3 carats in diamonds for under $1,000 a carat, and with free platinum. That is also still hanging out, unless Jason's taking it, we'll find out. But $12.99 on our nice size aquamarine. Don't see a lot of 3 carat plusers go under $1,500, but we just made it under $1,300 instead. Big mandarins here too. We got one of our bigger mandarins ever all time. Pink sapphires here, an unheated version. I do have a spine pendant that's with a chain. We'll see a men's ring. It's a blue sapphire gents ring. Royal blue color, really good looking stone. Gold quartz is on discount. How can I help you, Jason? Oh, sure. What do you want to do on that one? Who's calling for the Russian demantoid? And she probably said, what the heck was that? And now, does she have a museum? Is she a curator? Has she heard of this stone? This is one of the rarest in the world. And it's not exactly inexpensive. But the reason I brought it out is that I wanted to put together a little bit of, we're coming off a big rare Wednesday, and there's always some holdovers here that I want to show you what we can do that nobody else can. And Russian demantoid is one of those stones. Now, it is rarer than a diamond, hundreds of times over. So in other words, if you had a carat 20 diamond, white diamond, or even a color, and you were looking at this size, Lydia just called in and said, I liked whatever I saw, please show it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to give it away. And don't think that everything's going to be priced like this, because I don't have another carat 20 Russian demantoid in this entire inventory. So you can watch every moment of every show I do and never see another one of these. And we don't get any more in because we've been here for about a decade releasing one by one. Every year there'll be a really important stone we bring out in Russian demantoids, and they are now gone. They are sold through, and they have basically been transitioned from our family collection to yours. And that's exciting. But now we have another for you that is a carat 20 in that round. They are usually rounds. And by the way, because it's Russian material, that's the origin, that is the best. That's going to have the horsetail inclusion that makes it so famous. And I know it's our first reaction to say, I don't need inclusions. Haven't you been teaching me that I don't want inclusions in my stones? The answer is yes. But there are, as so many times there are in life, there is an exception to that rule. And that exception to this rule, and there are several actually, because sometimes inclusions do beautiful things. Sometimes inclusions it's a credit of inclusions that can give us phenomenal stones like asterisms and sapphires and things like that. Sometimes it is inclusions that make something more valuable. And this is that example, because it's actually a bit of a certificate of authenticity, if you will, and a certificate of origin, because the horsetail inclusion, even though there are a couple sources of demantoid and they're all rare, the Russian materials are hallmarked by what's called the bisylite horsetail inclusion. Under magnification only, even though this is a large stone, you are not going to see that inclusion with your naked eye. You're going to need to use what we call a jeweler's loupe. And if you search for an L-O-O-P, you're not going to find it. Please search for an L-O-U-P-E, and then you'll find a jeweler's loupe. It's worth investing into one if you don't have one already, because for a couple of dollars, it gives you basically the way that we as jewelers, we as gemologists would look at stones to see their inner DNA, if you will. All of those inclusions. It's how we grade diamonds. It's how we ID stones a lot of times, by looking at their crystal structure up close to help ID a stone that maybe otherwise we don't know visually what it is. So let's take a look at this, because the horsetail inclusion is what tells us it's out of Russia. And it's 1130310. And it's also this really bright neon green that pops and is outstanding. Really something special here. It also has a diamond weight of 196. So there's plenty going on here that makes it even more rare and more special. But now we're talking, it's Thursday night. Now I told you, biggest Thursday we've ever had on tap for you is here over the next 2 hours and 15 minutes. Promise you. It's the biggest Thursday you will ever see here. That is it's really truly the statement of the night. And if you stay with me, you'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. We have the most incredible lineup of any Thursday ever, and I've been doing them a very long time. Okay, there have been a lot of them. So here's what we've got in our carat 20. This is a Russian demantoid center stone. Actually, I don't think I've ever had an era. I've had a lot of schedules here at TVON, but I've never had an era with Thursday off. So and we've never had it off. So yeah, that's it's been I think I've done every one of them. So that's a really important note, that Thursdays are always amazing, but on certain days, this April 30th of 2026 is going to be monumental. So stay with me to find out exactly what makes it so special if you haven't been intrigued already. But look at this carat 20 with the carat 96 with that horsetail inclusion, which again, not supposed to be visible with the naked eye. So it's like the inclusion that makes it more valuable, but you don't have to deal with like a real inclusion. And that's important. It's in two-tone gold. So you've got a little bit of yellow gold just setting the stone, because we felt like the richness of the greens really looks great in the yellow. And then you have the white gold the rest of the way setting your carat 96. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It also happens to be one of the rarest stones in the world, a power stone, a dispersive stone. We've heard of sphenes doing this. The demantoids also give you more dispersion than that of diamonds. So you're going to a higher level of what? Brilliance and fire than even diamonds, even if it was a flawless diamond. Absolutely flawless, you're still not going to get the fire you'll get out of a demantoid. It's got that higher dispersion level. And also the bright neon greens. First caller will get it. It will go here tonight, because it used to be, and I had to give it a new item number because this is an older piece. It's been here as long as I have. But it had to get a new item number because we're taking it lower than the cost was 10 years ago. So I gave it a new item number, but make no mistake, this is the one you've been seeing if you've been with me for years. This is the one you see come out once a year to play. And now it gets that new discount from $45,000, because that is a little bit steep for what we do. Is it makes sense for a Russian demantoid. You put that in a store for Russian demantoid. First of all, the headline, the press is going to be there, the local news is going to be there, all saying, did you hear that so-and-so company has a Russian demantoid to even show? And then you add to the factor that it's a carat 20 with all these extra diamonds, and then the fact that it's going on sale, and it's not $45,000. These are the stones that are nowhere else for sale. It's really a huge moment to get it, and yet not even $45,000 or $40,000. We could go right down to half off that price. Pretty impressive if we do something like, let's say, I don't know, $22,000. We're going to go a lot lower than that, and it's not even $10,000 here this evening. As we celebrate diamonds, we celebrate demantoid, which means demant is where the name comes from. It's actually a Dutch name, and demant means diamond-like. So that's where this really, what sounds like a futuristic, maybe even perhaps out of this world name, is actually coming from that meaning. So demant meaning diamond-like. So that's where that term of that name comes from. It's not $10,000. It's not $99.99. This is a heck of a value. It's never been this affordable in all these years it's existed. And yet it's only $8,888 instead to get, well, look at it. You got over almost 2 carats in diamonds, and you've got a huge center stone where, much like diamonds, they don't come in big sizes all that often. So anything in a 1 carat size in demantoid is very important. And that one's down to $88.88. So that's for you guys who say, show me the rare. Show me something I haven't seen before. Show me something the other guys down the dial aren't going to show. There it is. So that's it right there at demantoid out of Russia. Love that one, right out of our private collection. Also have those beautiful diamond drop earrings. So if you want to know a little bit more about those, 7+ carats in diamonds in 14 karat white gold. Got new demantoid. Let's get into something else very special. It is the blue zircon earring. I had so many of you asking last night after 8 o'clock, did I miss out on the zircon earrings? And the answer is it took a while, but they did go out the door last night. So we had some ovals. I'm going to bring you what I think is even more impactful here. The way you're taking that double refraction naturally from the zircon stone and adding the trillion cutting to it to make it so important and give you this electric, it's like a, I don't know, what is all over my wheel? I don't know. Turquoisey color. That's like turquoise we would see, you know, in this opaque stone called Sleeping Beauty. But look at that. Look at that. It's that color right there, but it's in that bright, brilliant, gorgeous, double refractive. Zircon trillions are so rare. We have 113-1178. It is fantastic to see them here. I'm at the last part of this hour. We are all getting ready and saving up our pennies for diamonds. Diamonds galore. Pink diamond hoops, a diamond stud, deal like you've never seen before, and something else in a diamond ring. But first, 214 in trillion cuts, 19 points in diamond halos, any gold your heart desires. and an opportunity to give you guys an opportunity like no other, because I can sit here and sell them all day long, maybe. Well, actually, they're supposed to be $24.99. Here's the problem with that. Last night, 24 hours ago, I'm standing up here talking about blue zircon earrings that were ovals. It took nearly the whole night to get that one pair out the door, and they were only $19.99. So it tells me, just from a logic standpoint, that maybe $24.99 is not going to be the value you need to make them disappear. So here's what I'm going to do instead. We're going to go and we're going to start an auction. And we're going to get away, because it's the only way I can get around $24.99. Otherwise, that's my price, and that's what you have to give me if you want the earrings. So I'm going to say, I don't think that makes a lot of sense based on what I was doing 24 hours ago. So let's make them even better than $19.99. And that way, we can get everybody involved too. We can open up the blue zircon collection to more than just, let's say, whoever's first on the phone lines, and give you more opportunity with savings as well. Come on over and take a look. We'll give you a wonderful value here on the zircon trillions, and they won't be $19.99. Again, they're already $500 discounted, but I know how it took a minute to get the previous zircon earrings last night out the door at that price. So let's just give you a better opportunity to save you even more money and really try these gorgeous zircon earrings that I'm going to show you here from a couple of different angles. Let's show you the distance shot here, how they measure, so you can see them up next to the ruler, and then we'll try them on for you as well. Center post, butterfly backing. Let's get everybody involved, and let's go $1,500 to start on the really dynamic 3/8 of an inch top to bottom, trillion cut, really neon, and I know a lot of us love turquoise. Raise your hand at home if you love turquoise, because I know I do, and a lot of us do. And we have that big turquoise here today. But if you've wanted or just maybe fantasized about having turquoise be more lively, let's say you wish you could get that color, but with some transparency and some pop and some brilliance, that is the stone you need to have. It is all about the blue zircon, because it gives you exactly that. Turquoise pops of color in electric blue greens. And I don't mean like a green, like a blue green, like a paraiba. I mean an electric blue where it's a real true turquoise color. You saw me compare it to the Sleeping Beauty right there on the air. And yet this has that pop and brilliance. No $1,500 open, no problem. Let's go even lower, back to the wheel. We'll go. I want to take them even lower than 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Let's go $1,000 to get them started. And you know that it's really challenging to do anything for $1,000 these days. And yet, here they are, one of the rare stones that's completely mined out from the earth. And we've got two matched in a super exotic shape and cut to be able to get. And here we are looking for $1,000 to get it started. Let's give it 60 seconds to get it going. Got about 8 minutes left in this hour, if you can believe it. Big Thursday night is here. I know we're waiting for diamond specials. They're coming up. So we've got our first one kicking off at the top of the hour. We have a very, very important value coming up in earrings, of course, hoop earrings in pink diamonds in a larger size than we've ever had prior to this. Have you all called your friends? Diamond lovers. If they don't get TVON on TV, they can go online. You know, that's the O-N of TVON, right? TV and O-N. TVON, that's TV and online. And we are online. So you can go to TVON.com, which is our website. You can go watch with other people hanging out on YouTube and Facebook as well. If you want to be part of, you don't have to be part of all the chatting and all that. You can just watch. Most people do. And if you want to just correspond and get involved, you can. So I'm going to grab an extra wheel from you because I think I need one. And then what we're going to do is see if we have the open. Thank you much. Does anyone have the open on the earrings? We got the open at $1,000. Wonderful. Thank you. So I know it's only first hour, and it's really considered bad form to do auctions in the first hour because, well, this is what happens. And by the way, it's only a $10 increment. So good news here. We've got a few minutes left in this hour. We've got the blue zircon earrings du jour. I would like to say that there's going to be a blue zircon earring every single night, but that is definitely not the case. We have $1,000 only. They will sell. So now, no, they don't get to come back later in the show. They're going out here tonight. So we have $1,000 only. Come on in if you want to be a part of this earring. There's nothing more dynamic than a blue zircon in general, but adding the blue zircon with the trillion cut, and that's what, when I say adding, that's not something, there's nothing added to the stones. There's just the cutting, and this is really where every gemstone you see has got great cutting to it. We don't really sell loose specimens or loose mineral samples, so everything's got a cut. Even a cabochon is a cut. That's a cut. But again, having dynamic cuts like trillions, it's automatic. You could take the most dull stone in the world, and if it's a trillion, it's going to give you a certain kind of vibrance to it, an impact, a power that most cuts just do not give. So again, it works really well for an earring because it sits balanced. There's a reason we love rounds in earrings, because they're balanced. You can center up the post. The same thing happened here. Centered post, butterfly backing. You're changing the gold. So if your beef with the earrings is that you really want yellow gold, I know a lot of you do these days, go ahead and get yellow. If you want rose gold, it's a weird combination. You'll probably send them back, but that's okay. You have that privilege too. I would probably stick with the yellow or the white. Don't get too creative on these. Time has told us. There's a definite, you've probably seen them in white, you've seen them in yellow, and you know how gorgeous and grand they look. So I would probably stick to those classics there. I don't recommend rose gold in much of anything except pink diamonds and morganite. That's about it. Those are really the only appropriate times to do rose gold with your selections. But here we are, white or yellow. Earrings don't need sizing. They go right out to you, and you're wearing them in a matter of days. And remember, Mother's Day is a week from Sunday. I know it rolls up on us quickly because it's a Friday tomorrow, and suddenly the calendar's going to turn, and it's going to be May, and before you know it, it's Mother's Day. And then we've got all these other occasions that tend to be very giftable moments where it's occasions like, you know, big time spring occasions, graduations are coming up, fine jewelry. It's such a great gift. I mean, there's a lot of great gifts to give out there, but fine jewelry is so important because it's everlasting. And there's nothing else you can really say that about. Even if you get a house or a car, they don't really necessarily last forever. And there's always a cost of ownership to those. So it's, again, where you're thinking, okay, and then I got the more simple gifts, the flowers and things like that. Well, okay, if there's a very short shelf life that they have, these are enduring and eternal and beautiful and rare and special. And in the case of zircon, not something else that's available anywhere outside of here. So we're really excited about that. Let's give it a final 2 minutes, and we're almost to our top of the hour, and we're going to see some really big deals here for our Diamond Month finale on this Thursday. For the last couple hours we've got together with you for April 26th. That's it, just one bidder. 100 seconds left to go. Please dial early, because it's amazing how quickly that clock can run when you're sitting at home after that little delay, and then you're calling, and then there's a little blurb. You got, yeah, it's just, again, important to dial in as soon as you can and get your zircon trillion cuts. Are we all waiting on diamonds? How about my diamond band? Still here. We've got the diamond band, the yellow sapphire, the heart-shaped moonstone, the morganite, and the demantoid. So I'm going to show you what we have left from hour number 1. How can I help you, Jason? What are you talking about, the band that I'm wearing? That one? Then that's no longer mine to wear. Who got it? I'm sorry, I'm wearing someone's ring. Uh-oh, who got that diamond band? Thank you, Mary. I just found out you got my ring. I mean, I got your ring. I mean, I was wearing your ring. Yeah. All right, Mary. Well done, Mary. Thank you so much. All right, our diamond ring on. Okay, well, that's not going to be recapped. Zircon earrings are in last call. 40 seconds from $1,000 for zircons. 2 matched up, over a carat each, with diamonds around them. I know what you're doing. You're waiting. You're all so smart. You're waiting for the big diamond specials, thinking, well, if this is the biggest Thursday that's ever happened, I'm going to wait and see what those specials are. Well, there's specials all through the show, and you know that. So we're going to get into it coming up at our top of the hour officially here, but we got 17 seconds to make this one a done deal. $1,000 going once. Are we really here? 2 minutes gone by and no challengers. One and done, meaning one open, done at 1,000, going once, going twice, 3 times. I'm going to show you the little recap of the rings we have left from the first hour, which is no longer my diamond band. But there are 3 other pieces I can show you. Those are sold. Congratulations on the zircons. Thank you. Well, we'll start with the demantoid at $88.88. And then we're going to give you a look at the heart-shaped moonstone, which is $12.99. And then I also have this yellow sapphire, which was also $12.99. So $12.99 are flanking the left and right sides, and then your Russian demantoid is right there in the middle. Yes, please. Yellow sapphire, heart-shaped moon, and there you go. I just think that'd be so cute too with the heart-shaped moonstone, thinking like if you say to a loved one, I love you to the moon and back, and you give the moonstone in the heart shape, and it really says that all in a gem, doesn't it? Really beautifully done there. So that's going to be our little recap of rings from hour number 1. Zircon earrings are bye-bye gone. Congratulations on those. And so is our diamond band, and so is our, we had that Grandidierite go, and we had that fabulous diamond pendant go. So really, really excited to have y'all with us here tonight, and some big specials coming up on the way. And tell a jewelry loving friend what's going on. If they love diamonds or they're looking for a special little something for Mother's Day, I say moms, treat yourself. Today's the day to do that as well. That way it'll be there well in time, and you'll be ready to go, ready to celebrate. next Sunday. Take a look at that. That is the aqua. That was the aqua pendant that I had. Also $12.99. So go figure. We got 3 out of the 4 pieces up there on that wheel that are $12.99. And then the Russian demantoid in the rear there is $88.88. So some great options for you. And yes, that chain comes with that gorgeous aqua. So that's what we have from hour number 1. 1 minute left to go on this wheel. We'll recap them for another 60 seconds, and then we will get into special number 1 of our show. And oh my goodness, is it good? Is it good? Is it good? Are we ready? Because I'm going to bring you something very, very cool coming up, and we're going to dive right in. Dive into the biggest special, not only of the night. There's only one way to say this, and I'm going to wait till we welcome you in, and I'm going to tell you what this boils down to be, because it is quite simply, quite starkly, the most unbelievable value I've had in my history doing home shopping, okay? We got it coming up. It's tonight. It's like literally 30 seconds away. You're about to see it, and I cannot get over what we're about to do. Never in my mind, I don't know if we're going to actually be able to even like save this tape or like let this live on, because this show has limited edition deals that are only good for tonight. So that's really important as well. This is not something that's going to live on in perpetuity, okay? It's going to be your last and only call to get these pieces here live. So we're going to talk about what's next. But again, if you want that demantoid, $88.88. If you want that gorgeous heart-shaped moonstone right there, that's going to be $12.99. Again, rare to see a heart shape, bigger diamonds on the side, and you're choosing your gold color, by the way, on that one. It's $12.99, so get your gold color, and here's the yellow sapphire in the yellow gold. That is also $12.99. Sure, we'll try on the heart-shaped moonstone on the hand here for you as well. Let me go ahead and do that. That's a good idea. Let's try that on. If you missed that earlier, look at how beautiful that is. I'll move my yellow sapphire to the side. Look at how stunning. It looks almost like a diamond at first. I was talking about that earlier, how very bright it is. It looks almost like a diamond, doesn't it? Until you realize, no, I see the softness of the pastels coming all the way through, and I see how beautiful it's sparkling with all those amazing colors. Yes, that's what the heart shape does. Think of it much like a round would do. And we saw that last night, but that's of course long gone. But that's really what that heart shape is going to give you. And then immediately you see there's that beautiful orangey red glow goes across the surface of the stone. You got your blues and your greens, your yellows and your pinks all throughout. So that's a good one at $12.99. So we're going to chat a little bit about what makes this show tonight here so special. Welcome in to our Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lauren Blair. This is a really special edition, a Thursday night to remember, a Thursday night that is going to be in every sense record-setting, record-breaking, and totally iconic. But it is all happening in real time, your fleeting moments here to get something that is, quite simply put, this is the biggest value I've ever brought in jewelry. That is a very bold statement. And I'm not one to just speak hyperbolically just because it sounds good or because I'm trying to sell you something. This is really just from a jewelry loving standpoint. I'm a jewelry lover, I'm a jewelry shopper, just like you are, okay? And this is one thing that everyone needs in their collection. Some of you admittedly might already have, but there's always an area to perhaps upgrade or add. There is something special happening in a brand new collection that I could not even, I was sworn to secrecy, I couldn't even tell you about it or even promote it last night. Just all I could say was that we had a really big diamond deal, and oh, do we have a really big diamond deal. Now, if you weren't aware or weren't looking at the calendar today, it's April 30th. So we're in our last few hours of April, which is, of course, the month we celebrate diamonds. I feel like we do it every day here. We do. But as far as birthstones are concerned, April, of course, being diamond month. So we wanted to send out April in the most grand, memorable fashion here by giving you a value on something that we can all use and we can all love, and that is not asking you to concede quality one iota. That's what we do. The next presentation is going to be limited. It is going to be with white and yellow, and there's a rose gold option too. But I've got the white and the yellow, which are the classics. This is something that is, I would say, as close to a must-have tonight as anything else I'll ever bring you. And knowing that I offer really high-end fine jewelry, this is about as good as it gets. We have diamond studs. They've been here before. They've been here even recently. It was, I think it was last Thursday. I had a gal, who was it now? I'm trying to remember her name. I think it was a new register, and she'd made a request. And she said, do you have anything in 1 carat studs? I showed them. I gave them the most incredible value, and guess what? They stayed. Well, let me tell you something. If anybody's ever looked for diamond studs, and with May here almost, and we think about graduations that are up and coming, and we're thinking about, maybe you're even thinking as far ahead as holidays, because you know when a value arises here, they're not always available forever and ever and ever, amen. They're important to take advantage of while they're here, especially when we're limited on quantity. This is such a giftable moment that I think we need to be encouraged to think about maybe even saving for Christmas and Hanukkah of later this year, thinking about anniversaries where maybe we're not sure exactly, because it's in October and we're not sure exactly what we want, but now that we see it and the value's here, we might want to take advantage of diamond studs. Maybe you just got recently a second piercing and you're looking to add to your ear stack and you want to do it in the most elegant way possible. This would be the way to do it. Diamond studs that work in primary piercings or secondary piercings, they are the same 1 carat studs I've been bringing you since my very first day here, which was November 5th of 2016, was my very first day. It was also, it was the election day of 2016. So it was a really interesting time. It was a crazy moment. And yet, I don't know how many people were watching on that day. And so I bring it up because it's such a memorable day, being, you know, my first day here at TVON as far as on the air. And it also was a day when I showed these stud earrings. And I've shown them probably, I would say 5 to 6 times a year since then, which has been a decade almost. We're talking about a value that's never been seen here, or I would say anywhere else. And if you're finding them anywhere else, there's 2 options. They're probably lab grown, or they're probably a really low quality, something you may not want to wear every day in your ears. Let's talk about what we do. VS diamonds that are natural from the earth in 14 karat solid gold settings, which have, by the way, never been more pricey than they are right now. 14 karat gold settings today, just by themselves, the baskets, the findings, which is the baskets and the butterfly backing, very expensive. They're about $500 a piece for the setting alone. We're going to bring you the diamonds that are half carats individually, each at minimum, 1 carat total weight at minimum, and we need you on the phone lines pronto if you think you might want them. We are celebrating Diamond Day in the biggest way fashion, in the biggest way possible, and that's what we're doing. Giftable moment, even if you're not sure who you're going to gift them to or for what occasion, you want to get them tonight, because I have never seen a value like this. And I'm not just talking about what I presented personally. Part of my job is to make sure that I'm aware of what's happening in the jewelry industry. That means all-encompassing, not just the retailers that are high-end sitting on Rodeo Drive, not just the home shopping networks that you're flipping through right now. Maybe you've got the sports bar set up at home and you're watching 5 of us all at once, and there are the vacuums over there, and there's some food over there, and there's going to be some custom jewelry over there. I'm talking about all of the facets, including wholesale, by the way, which I'll tell you a little bit about what the up-to-date wholesale price on a half-carat diamond is, because it's astronomical. Somebody asked me this before I went on air today. They asked me if I could get a better deal than TVON for a 30-point diamond, round brilliant, and I said, I can't beat that. And they said, but you have connections to wholesale. You better believe it. I'm a reseller. I'm there every day. I don't have a better deal. There is no better deal than what we're doing here tonight for this limited quantity. So allow me to show you what they look like. Because for this amazing night that we have, this is not just any old diamond stud. This has got some serious color and quality, and I'm talking about what happens when you get a diamond. You need a lot of things at work here. I want to see rainbows. I don't want to just see flash and fire. I want to see the brilliance of every color of the rainbow happening through the stones. I want to see, oh, by the way, how are they going to look in yellow gold? Equally as stunning in the yellow gold. We have yellow gold, we have white gold, and there's a rose gold option here, which is ready. I just don't have them set yet, because usually that's not the most classic style, and we want everybody to get them right away. So here's what we have: 112 9567. And again, if you own them, great. If you own 10 pairs, great. We're all going to rejoice together here at this moment and opportunity we have to get 1 carat total weight studs that on the very day I started here, November 5th, 2016, when I don't think I had one single person watching me. That's okay. I don't even think my own mom was watching, and it was my debut at a brand new network after being somewhere else for years and years, because it was just a newsworthy, noteworthy day. It was election day. So it was a lot going on. And I'll tell you right now, somebody could find that tape right now. I couldn't tell you anything about who the operators were. I can tell you none of the ones that are here now were here then. It was 10 years ago. I couldn't tell you what I was wearing or what hairstyle I had. I couldn't tell you a thing. Don't know what the nail color was, but I remember this item because it was such a monumental value. It was one that prompted me to actually leave a network that I had built to literally come here to be a part of TVON and help them out. And I got to tell you, that was a value that literally November 5th of 2016, these diamond studs were sitting here on this wheel for $1,999. and it's unbeatable. And you can check it out now. We all have a phone, we all have access to a Wi-Fi signal and can get online. And what you're gonna find out there a lot of times today, and I never thought I would say this back in 2016, I would have said a who, a what, a what's a lab grown? There was no real such thing in the marketplace. We knew of CZs, we knew of simulated stones, but there was really, the lab grown thing hadn't taken off yet. But consider, there's a lot of people that will go that route today and want that route because they want to get a finer quality look in their diamonds. They don't want to wear what the budget allows, because sometimes the budget, unless you've got tens of thousands of dollars, the budget usually allows for a real, you know, J color, K color diamond, which is a lot of yellows and browns and has all kinds of inclusions. These are VS, near colorless VS stones that are huge, half carats individually each. And we have got a setting of solid 14 karat gold. You've never seen this value before. I can speak on that. I've been here the last 10 years. And I don't think there's been anyone showing diamond studs but me. And I'll tell you right now, back then in 2016, they were $1,999. You can go ahead and put that price up there, because I will beat that tonight for our last day of Diamond Month here, April 26th. This is it, meaning it's April 30th, but it's year 26. And I never thought this day would happen, but we're giving away what we have. It is limited on what we have made up. White gold, yellow gold, and if you want them converted to rose, we'll do that. Take a look at what we have here. This is the beauty. This is the brilliance. Of course, you're probably wondering about the 5mm size. Well, that's 1 millimeter short of being a 1 carat diameter when they're actually 50 pointers. So that's huge, literally. Then you also have the solid gold mentioned. Those are $500 settings on their own. So right now, from that metric, you're only really spending $1,500 on the diamonds and the labor. And we have nobody on the phone lines. Because why? It's a great value compared to those big box warehouse stores. Now, back in 2016, those were $6,500 for that pair. They're not here tonight. They're not $19.99. I don't know of anything, and please correct me if I'm wrong. If you know of an industry, a business, a product that is less today in 2026 than it was in 2016, I want to know about it. I'm really just, I'm a curious, inquisitive mind. I'd love to know about it. I don't think there is anything, nothing that comes to mind offhand, nothing that I can think of that's less money today than it was 10 years ago. So here's what we're going to offer for you. The VS diamond studs we love. I'm going to show you, I'm going to borrow a yellow gold here just because that's what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my yellow gold today. I want to show you what they look like from a distance away and how they measure. This is a harsh angle for a diamond earring because obviously it's a mile away, but they are still a quarter of an inch. If you're not sure how 5mm translates, it's basically a quarter of an inch. Let me show them on the ear as well. It's going to be a beautiful, you got the big post there, nice long post. It's a centered post and it's a butterfly backing as well. That's what they look like on. So they're meant to be large enough for the primary piercing, which is there, but of course you could easily stack them up the ear as well if you wanted to. That's the yellow gold. Let's take a look at them close up. I can show you the white gold as well. Here's what we'll offer instead of $19.99. They are limited. I've got a few in yellow, a few in white. They will probably sell out in a matter of seconds. And listen, I know we don't have a million people with us on a Thursday. I know I didn't get a chance to promote it or tell you about it or give you a heads up or a warning, as I usually like to do. Wasn't allowed to. That's partly because we are so limited and we didn't want anybody doing counter programming, to be honest with you, because all those dudes out there love to counter program against me. That's just what they do. Girl power. Gotta say, here's what we're going to do right now on our end of diamond special. This is the end of Diamond Month. We're going to bring you a better value than we've ever brought before. A lot of you know the story of way back when I celebrated an anniversary last November, I actually had my diamond deal and it was a little bit less than they'd ever been. We're going to take it lower tonight. And this is for what's made up in this little teeny new batch of VS stones we were able to get. Most of them are over a half carat, by the way, individually. It's not going to be 19. There's not going to be an $18.99 or $18.88 price tag. We're getting busy on the phone lines. This is what is so important and monumental about today. Diamond deals. And make sure, again, for gifting, here's what I also recommend. If you're saying, yeah, I got my diamond studs years ago, didn't know about TVON, didn't know there was such a thing as VS diamonds for under $2,000, fine. Go ahead and you can start to pass those down to the future generations and you can upgrade. Or if you're like me, I believe I'll take the backseat to the quality because I'm in the business. I don't need to worry about it. I want to gift the better quality to the people around me, the people in my life that maybe don't have access to diamond studs of this quality without spending $10,000 in a retail store. These are the natural from the earth diamonds. They are the ones that you could turn around and sell tomorrow for more money if you want to, because obviously diamonds from the earth, they hold their value, so we understand that as well. But here's what we're doing instead of $18.88 or $17.99 or $17.77. When I tell you this price has never happened before, it has never happened before. In our history, of diamond deals in our history of diamond studs. This has never happened, and it is a piece that is iconic, that you will wear in one way, shape, or form every single day. We're really busy on the phone lines. They're not even, how many would you like? And we're not even putting a limit, by the way. I should mention that. We're not saying limit one per customer. If you have that, you know, I always think of my grandmother when I say this, because she was the kindest, sweetest woman on the face of the earth. And she lived well into her 90s, and she had a lot of grandchildren, and I being one of them, as among many girls. And she had, by the time she passed, she had great granddaughters as well. And she was always, always quite the gift giver, and just wasn't sure, you know, and wasn't getting around well enough to go out in retail stores and look around and spend a lot of time in the car and dealing with sales associates. So she was always trying to think of, what do I give all these granddaughters, that great-granddaughters that span an age from newborns all the way up to, you know, in their 30s. What am I going to do for them? What am I going to get? This is the earring. Because even, I'll tell you, the younger girls will grow into them, even if they're infants now. I mean, some infants do get their ears pierced young. So that's up to you. That's a family decision. But again, this is the giftable for every single gal. And even guys, I will say, this isn't even an only gal situation. These are unisex style. This is the style. And I can't tell you, I mean, I hang around a lot of men in my life because I'm in a very male industry. Believe it or not, jewelry is very male. My other industry is sports. I'm in that world a lot, every day. Men are wearing diamond studs more than ever. I've never seen anything like it. It's crazy. It's all ears. It's multiple piercings. They're doing exactly what we gals are doing. So obviously, they want to copy us fabulous ladies. So it's one of those things where men, women, honestly, ageless, timeless. It is gender neutral. Everybody needs a diamond stud. If you got a hole in your head, you need a diamond stud. Seems that way, doesn't it? So we're going to make sure these go affordable and get as many pairs as you want for gifting, for those stacks. I mean, I got like 13 piercings. I need a lot of earrings. And when I buy earrings, I buy in bulk. The way the rest of the people buy like toothpaste out there and paper towels for the house, I buy earrings that way. I need a bulk like type of place for earrings and earring hoops and studs. Get as many as you need. They've never been this affordable, and suffice it to say, they never will be. This is a loss on our part to make sure that we can make this Diamond Day, this final day of April, a memorable one for all of us. So it's not going to be $17.77, even if you want to put them aside. Like I say, diamond studs, they're easy to set aside. They're easy to keep handy, like, you know, put aside and hide if you want to save them for the holidays at the end of the year. But it's not $17.77. And prior to this moment, and I know we're busy on the phone line, so thank you for your patience. If you're waiting on hold, stay right there and get a couple for the friend who you know is the best friend who, okay, maybe you don't gift like that, but maybe you know that she's going to pay you back when she finds out that you got the deal, the diamond deal of a lifetime, right? And you want to make sure that you hook her up as well, because maybe she's at work right now, or maybe she's not able, she's hanging out with the grandchildren, so she's not able to hang out with us. This is where you shop for anybody who loves fine jewelry, who has a higher end taste, who has a higher end desire for quality. And way back when, there was one occasion where I was able to bring these diamond studs to $1,699 a pair. And that occasion is being topped here tonight. And that's the moment why, okay, now it's time to really get serious about our diamonds. And I mean serious quality, serious value, serious savings. They're not even $16.99. This has never happened, and I mean that. This is not like, oh, no one's going to know. No, you guys know. Some of you have been watching me since I started back in the early 2000s do this. We know diamond deals don't get this good. This is for one night only. This is a great, now I know a lot of you like to think about it and hang out and think. You know what? You can always send them back. Let me remind everybody who's new with us, you have a money-back guarantee. I'm not saying let's force you to buy them and then you keep them no matter what. Because there's a lot of people out there that are going to think to themselves, and rightfully so, that deal's too good to be true. That can't really be happening. You've studied diamonds. You know what they're going for. Maybe you've been shopping out there in retail and online, and you know what diamond studs. Not the lab-grown, although I got to say, I think we're beating lab-grown. I know a lot of you right now are doing a diamond search, one CTTW, diamond stud earrings, and everything that's popping up is lab-grown. And I'm not saying there's any, you can buy them if you want, but the reason they exist is to give you a better value than the real diamonds. There is no point when the real diamonds are a better value here tonight than the lab-grown. That's the whole point. The lab-growns exist to give people who can't afford good quality at a lower price. The fact is, though, this is the real deal in the BS quality in the major most desired size that is usually, 10 years ago were $6,500. That was the best value you could find 10 years ago. Today they're even more, and we know that's a $500 setting alone that they're in, and we're not even asking for $16.99. This is one night only. It's as many as you'd like, and we are really busy on the phone lines. And I apologize if you're waiting. Just hang in there with us. If you haven't dialed, you need to get to the phone lines because this is, hear me out. I'm a journalist. I'm not a salesperson. This is the lowest price we've ever had, and I guarantee you, you are not going to find a better price on any kind of natural diamond out there unless they're 10 points a piece, right? That's a different size. If you're comparing apples to apples and getting 1 carats in solid gold that are natural from the earth, you're not finding this price tag anywhere. It's just, again, what can I say? 26 years of jewelry experience, letting you know right now, not going to find it. It's not even $16.99. Are you ready for our lowest price ever? And the biggest diamond value I have ever been able to share with any of my TV audience ever. 26 years and counting, and yet this is the biggest value right here, and not at $16.99. We're going even lower. This is happening tonight and tonight only. We only have operators. I need your assistance here, please. I need you to let me know how many you're getting in what gold color, because when they are sold out, I only have so many diamonds. Each pair takes 2 stones. I only have so many pairs I can make. When they're sold out, they're sold out. There's a reason you watch the shows live, and it's to get in on these limited ideas that are the best value ever. And they're not even $16.99. We're going lower than that. First time ever. And they say there's a first time for everything. There may be a first time for something, but it ain't happening a second time. Let's blow them out for $1,599. You've never seen anything like it. I know I've never seen anything like it. I know my wholesale guy, his name is George, by the way, my best diamond wholesale that I work with every day. I asked him this afternoon, I said, and I'm right there face to face, I said, what are your 50 pointers right now? To me, what can you do for a 50 point round brilliant? What can you do? And you know what he said? He said, I'll give it to you for $2,200. A stone. That's a stone. That's a loose stone. I'd have to buy 2 of them. That's $4,400 for the loose diamonds. Plus I'd have to get the $500 setting, guys. So that's already, I'm in it for 5,000 bucks. If I only pay the labor $100 to put them together, that's 5,000 bucks. Best case scenario. If you make them on your own with my assistance via wholesale, you're spending $5 grand. And don't get me wrong, that beats the retailers out there that are getting over 10, but $15.99 for a 1 carat round brilliant, meaning 1 carat total, 50 points each, and we'll give them 60 seconds because they're almost sold out. What can I do? I can only bring you what I can bring you. We've got the limited quantity here. That's it. You will love them, and you got a money-back guarantee to make sure that you love them once they're at home, and that is the ultimate value. Now, in previous earrings, way back, like let's say even 10 years ago, when I first got here, this was something we needed, what, 50 pairs? And then I bring them in last November and we needed like 200 pairs. And now we have a mere fraction of that. So when we're talking about a sellout in 38 seconds, we're talking about a sellout. It is that night to get them. And $15.99, we've never seen that value. Again, I challenge you. And if there is a place that you know of, let's say it's a little bit of a mom and pop shop in your hometown in some rural area in Montana, I still want to know because I'll make the trip out there and go buy diamonds. If you know of a better value than this, I want to hear about it because I want to get in on that. There is just, I'm in the wholesale world, the retail world, and the shopping world, meaning the television world, and yet there is nothing out there that rivals this value. Nothing. There is nothing. So if you are somebody who's comfortable spending more and you've got money, and you know you're happy just spending whatever it takes, that's fine. And maybe you don't need a value, and maybe you don't care about $100 saved or $300 saved or $500 saved, that's fine. But if you are somebody who's a stickler for quality and you love saving the money, getting a lot for your buck, that's what this does. That's what allows you to do in $15.99. We got a diamond ring too that's got one bigger stone. And if you guys would like to, we have some big pink diamond hoops here as well that are a first for us, pink diamond hoops that are 1.5 inches in their diameter. So last call on the diamond studs, $1,500. I know. And can you imagine if I'd sent out like the Lauren Blair newsletter and told you, what if this was a Sunday? What if it was a Sunday? What if it was a Saturday morning and a Sunday morning? Can you imagine? We'd have 5,000 people on the phone lines. I have a few pairs. We can't do this on a Saturday or Sunday. Number one, it's not April. It'll be May, and we'll be talking about emeralds, and who cares, right? We're talking about the last day. We want to celebrate in big fashion here with the last day of Diamond Month with the value that we've never had before. So those are our diamond earrings. We'll take one last look at them. And again, not enough to go around for a Sunday or Saturday airing. So that's why they're here tonight on a lowly Thursday night, giving you guys the opportunity to go ahead and get them right now. Now, there's also going to be a diamond ring we can show you. We have a fire opal that's new. We've got some other pieces. I've got those really incredible diamond drops also. But that value is everything. All right, we're going to move on. We got our big pink diamond hoops. And then I do have a copper bearing special that's going to be a trio of copper bearing purple paraibas. Thought we'd bring those down in price too. And they're all going to celebrate diamonds as well, because they got some really good diamond mountings. So we'll see those on the way. I couldn't have a show without a tanzanite. Well, I could, because I'm going to have to do that from now on. Once we get all these blue wings out the door, that's going to be the reality. But look at that cushion cut that's here. So we got a great cushion cut. Welcome into our Thursday night. Glad you're with us here. And let us know if you have any requests that we can get to. If you'd like our diamond studs, great. They're $15.99, lowest price we've ever had by far. Please don't come to me tomorrow asking for them. I'm going to be here, God willing, but no, they're not going to be here. The diamond studs are limited to tonight. All right, let's talk about our purple paraiba collection. This is a last call. So there have been a couple pieces here that have been a little bit higher end because of the sizes of the stones. So we're going to take a moment here and share those with you. So I'm going to grab our white gold and our yellow gold and thank you on those. I've been back in my diamond stud era lately too. I've been doing studs and hoops together. But look at this. We're going to start with this cushion cut square and build around it. Give you another cushion cut square. That mounting, I love the way that's done with those bigger diamonds. And then we've got some yellow gold here as well. So there's a consistency with these neon purple pinks. Aren't they lovely? You're going into one of the rarest stones in the world, which is our copper-bearing purple paraibas. Same kind of material we see in the blue greens, but in this really deluxe, extra rare of the colors here. And is it ever incredible to see the neons you have here with those gorgeous square cushions on the sides? They're both done in white gold, and then we've got our yellow gold in the center, which is our signature mounting. And don't worry, we'll give those, if there are any left, we'll bring those studs back out later. I don't know if there's going to be left. We're just taking some finishing touches on orders right now. And then we've got a diamond band. Okay. There's a big diamond coming up in a ring that I'll save till our next top of the hour in 35 minutes. And it's so high style. I only have 8 left. So I know that sounds like a lot, doesn't it? But then you see the price tag in the ring and go, oh, is that like 8 per person? I've got 8 left entirely, so it's going to be really limited. Do you remember this band ring? This is one of my favorite rings. It was one of our best sellers, and it was actually a recent debut. And what I was doing when I previewed it, when I gave it to you the first time around, was actually stacked a bunch together and love the way that looks. Well, if you were not with me on that one day it aired, we're going to bring it at a new diamond discount day. So this is our big diamond finale day. So we're going to bring that at a discounted price tonight. And if you haven't seen it, stick with us. And if you have seen it and even own it, you may want to stick with us too, so you can go ahead and get another in stack, because they're really fun that way. But here comes our copper bearing selection here. We have 18 karat gold on the outer two. So the white gold you see they all stay in the gold color they're in. But we have the opportunity to get you the 18 karat gold here or here. This one's 14 karat. I'm going to walk you through these carat weights as well, so you get to know them. We have our 119 right over here. That's going to be right over here on your right. So that's the 119, really important diamonds around it. That's going to be your 166 in diamonds. Huge diamond weight for a solitaire setting that has your halo and your bigger diamonds. But the key is they're all bigger individual stones. Then we go to the next size up, which is our 139, which is right over here. So actually, if I go ahead and do this, I'm just going to switch a room. That way I can say left to right. They go smaller to larger. Okay, we'll be going in order here. Okay, so the carat 19 is on the left. And then we go right to the middle here, which is in the yellow gold only. That's going to be our 139. Now that also has a lot of diamond weight. 101 is your diamond weight there. And then we go to our largest stone, which is going to be a collector's priority, I have a feeling. And that's going to be that larger cushion cut square that's off to your right. It's also 18 karat gold, and it's a 158 on the purple pink paraiba that are glowing and neon. That's 13 points in baguettes, 52 points in the rounds, a grand total for you of 65 points in the diamonds. So if you're going with the largest diamond weight, go there. White gold's how it stays. Here's the yellow gold signature mounting. There's the white gold as well. Remember your 2 white golds on left and right sides. They're in 18 karat gold. Now we just need, and that's a little, there we go. Now I can see them all really well. Do we have any interested parties here today that are looking for something in rare that nobody else out there really has, that is so rare and so exclusive and so collectible that they're usually relegated to museums. And now we're bringing out the private collection because we love our blue greens. We love the fact we can bring you blue greens like no one else in the paraiba, known as being the signature color, but this is even a step up in rarity. Please know that a rare color to get with that copper content, it's what helps make it the neons. If you were to cut the lights in the studio, you would still really see an element of glow to these stones. They're fantastic. They really, really are. And then you've got, of course, the 2 in the white gold, 18 karat, that's a huge upgrade. If you need individual graphics, happy to do that. Just want to make sure you see, since they're all going to be the same discounted price, want you to be able to see what each one looks like and compare them to the similar different styles we have, and that way you'll be able to select which one's best for you. Then we can always bring up the graphics if you're not listening to me, because nobody does. Let's go back to the wheel here, and I don't know what happened to our wheel. We got a little out of sorts here, so let's just bring it on back, and then I'll rearrange for you so you can see what's happening here. I leave the rings and they start to party. What can I say? They're having a good time. They said, I saw your diamond deal and I know you're going to do something amazing for us as well. Absolutely. So here we go. Largest stone to smallest stone to largest stone, but this has the largest diamond weight to the smallest diamond weight. So where you get a larger stone, you get less diamond weight and vice versa. Let's blow them out. Welcome into Thursday night, everybody. Thanks for being here with me. It means a lot. I know everybody's tuning into Wednesdays now to see what's new on Wednesdays, but hey, we can't leave Thursdays and Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays behind. You never know what's going to happen on a big evening here. And we've got the celebration, the finale, bye-bye April, hello to May, big things happening. Really excited to have this Paraiba parade. It is, you know what, they deserve a parade. You know, they always say, like, when big things happen, it's a holiday, a team wins a championship. What do? You have a parade. You get the whole city together and you have a celebration. Well, we may not have the whole city. We got better. We got the whole country. And we're here celebrating this rare of rare gems. And yet, totally museum, totally neon. Watch this. Blocking lights here. Watch how neon they become. And I don't have anyone on the phone lines yet. We need you. Look at that. They just got brighter. See that? I'm blocking the light as best I can. And look at that. They get more saturated. That's more of what you see in person. And we got the 18 karat gold on the left and the right. And we've got the mega diamonds as well. And all VS diamonds. And none of them are going to be their original $69.99 TVON price. We're going significantly less than that and blowing them out. Come on in. I need your calls. We are giving away jewelry, but not for nothing here. We need to know that you're here ready to get and take advantage of those giveaways so we can make sure that you are all here ready to go end of April, understanding that this is the monumental moment to take advantage of your purple Paraibas when they're not going to be 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, or 3,000. I'm no dummy. I've been here a long time. I know that $29.99 is going to make that really interesting. We're going to take them lower than that for you just to make sure they all go. And then we've got a whole array of other great pieces, but no other purple Paraibas are going to stand up to that value. This is the ultimate. This is the neon. This is the drama. And we've got big diamonds. Don't forget, there's a carat 66 in diamonds on the left side there. Is that a mounting you're getting for $3,000? Because I can tell you I make jewelry for a living. That's not going to be a $3,000 mounting. There's no way. Not a carat 66. And I know the graphics are not up there because we can't put 3 graphics up at one time. So you're going to have to listen to what I'm saying. The left side of your screen has a carat 66. That's a carat and 2/3 plus 1. That is a lot of diamond weight in 18 karat gold that I can't do that mounting for $3 grand. And you know what? We love diamonds. You and me and TVON, we love good diamonds, don't we? But as much as those diamonds are worth in that 18 karat gold, there is nothing that is going to stand up to the value and the rarity of that purple Paraiba in the center. And it's ironic, I have purple sapphires here that come along every now and then. I don't even show them. The purple sapphires that I have are 4 and 5 times the price of what I do on purple Paraibas. And it's far more rare to get the Paraiba. It's a tourmaline, it's still wearable, it's a 7.5 on the Mohs scale, and it's neon. And it's got the copper elements that make it so rare. Take a look at it again here. It's not going to be $29.99. Any one of them you want. We're not messing around, guys. We're blowing out some jewelry here. We're going to make mountains move here tonight. Got to do it. But we need your calls because we know you have a favorite. I don't know which one it is until you call and tell us, but they're not even $29.99. I got to tell you, there are certain values that are just, okay, maybe we can do that because it's what we do and that's what we're here and dedicated to. There are other values that just never happen except for those fleeting, one-of-a-kind moments. This is it right now. And it's not, I know we're busy on the lines. Thank you. Let me know, Jason, which one you're thinking about already, because I know that we're going to keep track of who's on what, but this is not 29. Yes, which one? The middle one in the yellow gold, well, that's going to be that 101 diamond weight. We know that. It's got a lot of diamond weight there in the middle. And that's going to be also that bigger stone. That's the medium stone of the three. That's a carat 39 with 101 in the diamonds. And it's in the yellow gold, stays in the yellow gold there, not $29.99. Let's go for it. I'm giving away jewelry. Welcome into Thursday night. Could not think of any better way to spend the next 90 minutes with you, giving away some of the rarest and most exotic jewelry. Do you like the middle one too? You do? Everyone's after the yellow gold. What's that? The right side. Ooh, that big stone. That was going to be, of course, that's item number 11302226. Let me try that on. And that's a 158. They may be gone at $29.99. I don't think I need to do much more. It doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. I'm saving you more money. No excuses now. Got to get on the phone lines. Got to get there. Help me help you get the deal of a lifetime. This one is the 158 with the total of 65 points in the diamonds, 18 karat gold. Where you see white gold on the air, that is 18 karat. Here you go. This one's finished on the inside. The right side's already gone. This one's verifying. The yellow gold's how it stays. That's the 101 in diamond weight with your 139 fully finished on the inside. And that's going to be in the yellow gold. And you know what? It sounds like 2 out of 3 are gone already. And the biggest diamond weight is still here. I'm going to make them better than 29, better than 28. I tell you right now, guys, don't wait to get on the lines. It's going to hurt if you do, because you know what? They're not even going to be 28, 27, 26.99. You're getting better value than that. Better value, and 2 of the 3 are already gone, it sounds like. So I know you know values. Inside and out, you do, I do, we all get it. We understand what's going on. This is the most incredible deal on purple paraibas. What a night we have for you here. It's not even 26. You for sure have the right side, right? All right, right side is sold. Middle is verifying. Let's get them out of here. They're not even $2,699. They're not $25.99 either. Going even lower. This is unheard of. Just totally unheard of. You take them and you know what? Resell them. If you don't wear jewelry, if you think jewelry is the biggest waste of money in the world, whatever it is, if you don't like jewelry, if you can't stand the thought of putting a piece of jewelry on your body, you still need to get these because there's a profit to be made here. Not that anyone's going to know what purple paraiba is out there. You won't have to explain that and tell them how rare it is, explain what it is and where it's derived from and how it's mined out. But it's not even $25.99. And you know what? They were all, looks like, sold out at $3,000. We're not even leaving them there. We're getting you a better value by $500. I'm saving you again, $24.99. They're $500 off the lowest price they should have been, just to make sure they all go. Take a look at them. That's it. All right. So you want the right side. Okay, that one's done. We're verifying on the yellow gold that's in the center, and then $24.99. What an unheard of value. And again, if you want the carat 66 in diamonds, which is where I would go, that's what this one is. This is going to be that stone still over a carat. It's a 119, and that's in the 18 karat gold as well, but that's a 166 diamond weight. And I think the brightest color, it's leaning towards a little bit of a rubelite type of color. And then I think if you want more true purples, you're probably going for the right side there in that yellow gold signature mounting. Let me try on the carat 66 mounting, because that is extraordinary. Who is shopping the big carat 58 cushion? That's gone. Thank you, Ave. Really enjoy that one. It's really beautiful. Now we've got 2 left here for you. That's going to be either the 119 on the left, or you can get the 139 on the right, all with bigger diamond weights. Of course, the really big diamond weight is on the left side, carat 66 on that one, and 18 karat gold. The yellow gold's in the middle with that yellow gold and 101 in diamond weight. What an important night to be with us here tonight, ready to get those values. They are stunning, aren't they? So $24.99, which one do you like? Andy, are you thinking about the left side or right side? All right, so last call. Can I just try this on? The way this is finished, 18 karat solid, and maybe we just put up the graphics, because if this is still here, I'm doing something wrong. It's 1130-298. I always wonder what's happening on Thursday nights, and I don't know. I don't know. Granted, we will establish. I'm here with you guys. I don't know what happens on Thursday nights, but I will tell you right now, this is really exceptional. Take a look at these carat weights just to see. And one more thing, you can add bands around it. I don't know if you need to, but you know, just a little thought where you have the elevation to the centerpiece. So if you want to slide a band on next to it, you can. $2,499. 119, carat 66, get it for the mounting. If you just want to put your diamond in there, get it for the mounting and collect and save that loose stone. It is something special there, no doubt about it. So $24.99, very, very, very impactful pricing here. And that's your 18 karat gold. And then here, of course, is your yellow gold in your 14K, finished on the inside. This is known as the signature mounting. It's been popular forever. And that is going to be the 139. Bigger stone there in the purple paraiba. Very true purples on that one. 101 in diamond weight. Congratulations. All right, we're going to go back to the wheel. Take a look at that 298 item number and all that 18 karat gold. Remember, it is 18 karat gold, so there is an upgrade there. All of our white gold on that wheel was 18 karat. Now, I don't know if we're ready for this. I can easily save them for tomorrow night, but tomorrow's May and May 1st, so maybe we don't, we don't want to celebrate. We'll celebrate diamonds, of course. We always do, but I brought these out tonight because they're so significant and substantial. And in a decade of doing this, I've had one dream item, and that's a large pink diamond hoop. That has been my dream. I love, now I still want to bring you really large. I'm going to try to bring you some 40 karat diamond hoops. We're still working on those. They've been about 3 years in the making. They're not here yet because, it takes some time to gather 40 carats of diamonds in a hoop earring. But eventually, they'll be here. But what is more impressive really is finding a pink diamond in a consistent quality where I can actually bring an entire 1.5 inch hoop earring. And tonight, being that we are celebrating diamonds here, tonight is that night. So I guess we're leaving this one. That's okay. Melt it down, save the 18 karat gold. Ladies and gentlemen, we've never seen this before. Our diamond ring special is coming up in about 20 minutes. But this is something that is a little bit, in every way, extraordinary. Unique, special, designer, and I don't know of anybody else who has them. Prior to this, we have had a moment in time where there was a pink diamond hoop. It was a smaller size. They were about 1/2 inch. Here is 113-0642, and boy, are we going to have some recaps tonight. We're going to be busy. Now, I know, usually what happens is by 7:45, which is still another hour and 5 minutes away, that's when we tend to get really busy on a Thursday. So I want to just remind you all, we're going to be recapping anything and everything that doesn't get a home, and then this happens like clockwork every Thursday night, and then in the last 10 minutes of the show, everything goes. So same kind of pattern we're going to follow. In other words, if there's anything you want to pick up now and not risk losing out in the end of the show, do it now, because you're here early, so you get first dibs. But this is something, I mean, is anybody else just like totally goo goo gaga over these earrings? I'm stunned. I love hoop earrings. I believe that they completely transform you and your personality, and I feel like they give you a confidence like no other piece of jewelry can give. I mean, there's really, it's stunning. I mean, there's always, I think a lot of us think as women, oh, well, I'd love to just go out and be like do a whole makeover and get a whole new wardrobe, and let's get a new car, and let's get a new jewelry box, and let's just go head to toe, right? There is something where I think one pair of hoop earrings can be transformative. And it can say, don't switch the wardrobe. Clothes are expensive these days, and there's so much fast fashion that then, okay, you wear it once and it's like tattered. And that was a waste, right? So I think that sometimes with clothing being as pricey as it is to get something decent, I think, just transform with earrings, transform with jewelry, transform with something that is not a wear once and be over it. I have that sickness where I wear things once and I tend to be over that. And my exception is jewelry. Jewelry I'll wear over and over and over and over because, well, I invest into what I like. I've created my own hoops over the years to make exactly what I like. And this is something that up past the 10 years we've been here, we've never been able to make. Because, well, we're working with one of the most extraordinary diamonds in the world, natural pink diamonds. And of course, they're in the rose gold, which is the great, I mentioned this earlier, I really recommend rose gold only in certain occasions, and that would be with pink diamonds and morganites. Here's 113-0642. I'm just showing them to you. They're not for everybody, but they are nearly 3 carats of pink diamonds, which, how ironic, I had 3 carat hoop earrings yesterday that I did not show you because my 3 carat white diamond hoops that looked exactly like this were $59.99, kid you not. That to me was a little bit of a stretch. I just opted not to show them to you. $6,000 for the same carat weight in white diamonds yesterday. Today, I have $294 in pink diamonds. In the inside out iconic style of hoop earrings, they are in a 1.5 inch length, which we just brought you. Our 1.5 inch white diamond hoops a couple of days ago by request. They were also more money. I really want to try to make the impossible possible. I feel like that is really the theme of this show. Let's make the impossible totally possible. Let's bring you values. Obviously, nobody else can. I have not seen these anywhere else. I know we were bringing little pink diamond hoops a while back. They were just in the front. They were only a ½ inch or so, and there were just a couple of diamonds, maybe 6 in each earring, 12 in total. Here's almost 3 carats in solid rose gold. Let me show you what they look like from a distance. They are the perfect, not heavy. I mean, this is not going to be like a weigh you down. My earrings, I never wear these more than I have to. I love them, but they are heavy because when you do a lot of metal and a lot of it gets heavy. These are not heavy. They're not weighty. They're not going to stretch that piercing. Look at how easy. This is a little snap-in closure, straight post, and literally push it closed. Push it, align it, snap, done. You can hear it click closed. You'll know they're fastened and safe and secure. And those are all pink diamonds. What would you pay for pink diamonds in earrings? I mean, 3 carats in pink diamonds? Well, $28,000 a carat for white diamonds right now in retail, if you want VS. So $100,000 for the white diamond equivalent in retail. I can't give you a pink diamond price in retail because I couldn't find any. I don't know of them existing anywhere but right here, right now for the first time. And here's what they look like from a distance away. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And just that little perfect pink. This is not that bright hot pink. This is not that, oh, I'm never going to wear those because they're hot pink or they look juvenile or they look like a little girl earring. No. These are sophisticated, rich, saturated, which is what we want out of our pink diamonds. But remember, saturation on pink diamonds only gets so saturated because they are natural. It's one thing, you know, I love when people do the fake versions, you know, because it's like if you were making something fake, wouldn't you try to replicate the look of the real? And yet every time I see, now they're doing lab-grown pinks. Have you seen that? There's lab-grown pinks. It's hysterical. They look as if they are like, think of the hottest pink sapphire you've ever seen. Think of like those coated pink topaz. That's what most of those lab-grown pinks look like. I'm sorry, but natural pink diamonds don't look like that, so it's a bit of a giveaway. It's like, okay, yeah, we know that's not real. It's the same as when you see CZs. Oh, this is the look of a pink diamond. Well, not if they're hot pink. That's not what pink diamonds exist to do for us. Pink diamonds are not here on the earth to look like hot pinks. We love our sapphires and spinels for that. Pink diamonds are subtle, they're soft. Let's take a look at them again up close here. This is really wild, exceptionally rare. I don't know if we have anybody thinking about them. There's certainly nobody on the phone lines. I'd be like you guys, scared, shaking in my boots, going, I cannot imagine what those are going to be. 3 carats in white diamond earrings yesterday were $6 grand. I think it'd be fair to ask double that and not be trying too hard. And I just, what do you think? Pink diamonds are more than double the price of white diamonds. White diamonds are very expensive when you get a good quality. Pink diamonds are more. They're really, really rare. These are natural. They're pinks. They're not treated. They're not heated. They're not bombarded. They're not irradiated. They're not coated with some kind of coating, which is how a lot of, you know, pink topaz does that, where it's pink topaz, they put a coating over a white topaz. That's what they do. And you can literally, it'll scratch off over time. That's not what these are. This is the ultimate high-end level. And I got to tell you, there are kings and queens and princesses and heads of state and amazing, amazing collectors out there. There's just really wealthy people that have access to everything in jewelry. The problem is they have access financially. They have access from a financial standpoint, meaning they don't have to say no. Budget's not getting in the way. Where this one lacks and why you don't see even wealthy giants of, you know, wealth, celebrity, kings, queens, royalty, why they're not wearing pink diamond hoops, where do they exist? Where do you get enough stones to make them? This took us years and years and years. Here they are debuting tonight, and I'm not making them $12,000. What can we do? That's double the white diamond price. What if I made them, oh, I don't know. And I know I didn't show them because I know you guys, and you would never buy a 3-carat diamond hoop from me for $6,000, even if I gave you a free car with it. Like, that's just silly. Because we spoil you with values. We know how we expect values to be beyond the norm. So here's what I'm thinking. Just to find out if there's anybody out there interested, liking them, kind of thinking about them, it's a maybe. What if we make them incredibly affordable here via not my price tag? My price tag is still $99.99. What if I put them on the auction block tonight and we get them out the door here in the next couple of minutes? Not talking about $99.99 either. Not talking about $9,000 to open. I'm really going to try something here because I really believe, I adore, you know, maybe it's just a fact of this is what I come in here and do every day. I like something new. It's more fun to talk about something you've never had before than talk about something you've shown every day for your entire life. Like, it's more fun to talk about the new. And I gotta tell you, this is a dream moment. Any pink lovers out there, any lovers of the exotic, what about $8,000, $7,000? Don't make me do it. $6,000? Why is that important? That's the price for the white diamond 3-carat hoops yesterday. I can give you the pinks for the same price today via the auction, just because I believe in these earrings and want to see them go out tonight to one of you, one of our viewers, one of our collectors, one of our lovers of the exotic. These are natural. They're the inside out. Don't you love the way they're set? Shared prongs. There's still 2 prongs between every single diamond, but they're cinched in, so they're super secure setting, but they're also letting the diamonds be on full display. It's not muddied with gold. It's about the diamonds being on full display. They look their best, not $6,000. Okay, guys, you have worn me down. I mean, I got diamond studs that are still sitting here for the lowest price they've ever been in my entire career on this night. We have 72 minutes left to go. 72 minutes until our diamond month is over. I see you tomorrow, but it's May. So I see you next month, but it's tomorrow. So here's what we're doing. We're going out with a bang, and this still qualifies as diamonds. They're pink diamonds. This is just the highest way to go when it comes to a diamond rarity quality color. Let's go even lower than $6,000. I'll tell you right now, we're going to try it. $5,500. You know what? Skip it. Let's go $5,000. Skip it. We're going to go $5,000 to open. A $10 increment as well. $5,000 to open. Never thought I'd see the day. And again, 1.5 inches in length. Not the oversized dramatic that you can never wear. A size that is giving you the beauty, a little bit more length, gives you more flattering style because there's the length that elongates the facial features. $5,000 to get these started, and what a pair of earrings. Never thought I'd see the day. Been working on this for years, and they're here right now. Take a look. $5,000. Pink diamonds are not priced the way white diamonds are. $10 increments. Should we try it? $4,500. You can say I'm dedicated. I'm a believer. I'm a believer that there is one person, maybe not 10 or 20 or 50 people out there tonight that say, yes, I want 3-carat pink diamond inside out hoops, but maybe one. And if I can make this value best possible, second to none, here it is, obvious, I think we're going to have that caller march away tonight knowing that in a couple of days these are arriving at your doorstep. What about 45? What about 44? What about 43? We're really now stretching the boundaries, and we got to remember one thing. I know that we all grew up together in an era of shopping when I grew up in this business when gold was $200 an ounce. $200. I know, I wish when I was 20 years old, I wish that I was buying a house full of gold. I was more concerned with things like, okay, I really, really want, like, I want a job. I want a job, and I want to work really hard and work my you-know-what off, and I want to succeed in my career. I was 20, I wasn't thinking ahead. I was thinking about, let me just, pursue my dreams. I wish I would have bought gold, right? But why I bring this up is, I think a lot of us still think and shop in terms of gold being a non-factor. We can't look at it that way anymore. I wish we could. Don't blame me. I wish I controlled the gold market. I wish I did. I don't. This is a lot of gold making up a 1.5 inch diameter hoop. So when we look at this at 43, and we know it's already 3 carats of pink diamonds, and then we got to realize there's about $4,000 worth of gold. So right now you're spending $300 for 3 carats of pink diamonds. That's not normal. And we're not even leaving it at 43 or 42 or 41. Here we go. Going for broke here, quite literally. I'm going to make this $4,000 to open for 60 seconds. Can't do anything else. When I say we're below cost, we're like, we've been digging for a while here. We've been digging and digging and digging, and we are so far below cost, it's getting spooky. But here they are, the dream. And again, if I had my druthers, I would have told you about this for 3 months, 6 months, maybe 7 months, telling you about this day, because I can't sell stuff to people that aren't around. That's really challenging. So, viewership's half the battle. If there isn't not a lot of people, then fine. They're not seeing this. You are. and take advantage because you got no competition right now. You've got the unbelievable $4,000 to open price tag. We don't have an open and we're moving on in 40 seconds. It's everything I can do. We know we're waiting on a big top of the hour for our last hour kickoff, which is at 7, which is in about a 7-minute time. 7 minutes till 7. How about that? 7 and 7. Okay, go grab your 7 and 7. Isn't that a cocktail? Am I right or am I wrong? Isn't that something? Okay. Don't ask me what it is. I don't know. Do we have $4,000 on the hoops? 15 seconds to go. I just like looking at them. I'm okay looking at them. They're awfully pretty. Share prong, rose gold, stain rose gold, nothing to do but put them in a box, send them to you. Do we have $4,000? Who's that? Wonderful. Where's she calling from? Did she ever think she would see the day that we had 1.5-inch inside out pink diamond hoops? I've been working on it and I never thought I'd see the day. And here we are in real time, live, looking at them. Irma wants them. Irma sees the value and says, I want them for $4,000. You know what? We're going to sell them to you. We're going to give everyone a last call. Here's our last chance. My goodness, she is saving so much money, and I love that. Don't you love that about what we do? An amazing opportunity to get something rare that I don't know of anyone else in the world that can make them for you, and I know I can't. I've been trying. TVON's been working on this for years. We've got them here tonight. This is a live and real-time moment. No, they will not go. They're not coming back up here in an hour, okay? At the end of the show, we can't recap them. They're going out. We have our open at $4,000. The increments are only $10. There is no extra reserve. I know, I'm thinking, what? They were supposed to be 10, and now they're less than half of that. I'm saving $6,000 and spending $4,000, and I'm basically, and listen, you can get really junky diamonds for $1,000 a carat. You can get really junky diamonds. Like the diamonds that sell for $1,000 a carat are commercial grade diamonds, and they're the diamonds that gem cutters have to buy to cut their diamonds because only a diamond can cut a diamond. So it's complex even to cut diamonds, which we won't even talk about that right now because I'm losing so much money on the darn pink diamonds that are here. But again, you've got commercial grade diamonds that are $1,000 a carat. I bring that up because that's virtually where we are if you're only putting a couple of bucks into the gold and the labor. And there's a lot of labor in an inside out bigger hoop like this. And there's a lot of gold. I mentioned $4,000 worth of gold. So maybe you look at it like I'm getting all my pink diamonds for free. Sure are. We're going to give it 2 minutes and then we're done. All you have to do is dial. The increments are practically nothing. And it is now or never. And reminder, there is a money back return policy. So once they're at home, that's when you put them on and wear them. If they're normally maybe a little bit bigger than you wear, maybe they're a little smaller than you wear, it is our only option in a bigger pink diamond that is here in a hoop. So this is the way to try them. And again, if they're not perfect for you, I never want you to keep anything you don't love. Like if you can ever imagine being without it, send them back. Like if that's even an option. That's how I look at things now. I go, if I have to have it and can't imagine parting with it, those are the pieces I keep. If I can kind of take it, then get it gone. I don't need it. We have that guarantee set up for you so that you can see them, wear them, put them on in person, then decide. So right now you're just basically saying, yes, I'd like to try them. Yes, I'd like you to send them to me. Yes, I'd like to see what they're all about, see what they look like, see what they feel like. Here we go. Last call is now. $4,000. We've got the open. We're in 2-minute territory. Who ever dreamed? I mean, again, now what more? We got the big, beautiful rarity here, and we're adding to that the impossible value that's happening as well. Oh, okay. You'll have to tell me what that liquor is. Tracy coming through with the bartender details. Fantastic. I don't know. Is that like an old-fashioned term, right? I don't know. Gin probably, right? Okay, gin and 7-Up. Okay, fantastic. All right, well, I could use one right now, and I don't even drink. Here we go. I mean, this is what happens. Cheers to you guys for being here and being a part of these values. My goodness. Look at that. So here we go. Final minute left. $4,000. Are they going to Florida? It looks like it. Sunny Florida and pink diamond power all together. Can you even imagine it? Oof, wow. That is some beauty and some brightness and some brilliance. And are we ready for our top of the hour? 7 o'clock coming up in 3 minutes. We got our big diamond band coming up. Fire opal's still here. I haven't shown you the fire opal. I haven't shown you the big mandarin. I haven't shown you any of that stuff. So here we go. All right. We got a really good pink sapphire, a really good color change spine, diamond earrings. Irma, congratulations. Congratulations, Irma. I think she's the only one up tonight going, I gotta have those. Thank you so much. 30 seconds to make it official, but it's looking really good. It's not my first one and done auction tonight either. We have seen some of these one and done auctions. I can't believe it. I'll give away a natural gold quartz before we get to our top of the hour in our band. We'll see that as well. All right, 16 seconds left. Thank you, Irma. Enjoy them. I hope you love them. I really do. I think that obviously there's a special feeling, I believe, in hoops. I believe they hold special powers, but pink diamonds in an inside out hoop, extra, extra, extra special. So thrilled for you. We have a blue sapphire men's ring, by the way, so if any of our guys are out there hanging out and you want to see some jewelry, we got a gents blue sapphire coming up. Joanne, you're not on this one, right? Okay, so we'll move on. Congratulations, those are gone. And then here we go. I did promise a gold quartz, so here's my really affordable and very beautiful gold quartz. Well, never mind, the band's a little wonky. What's going on there? I don't know. We can save that for a different day. Have our jewelers figure that one out. I do have a pretty cool platinum piece here. And then we still have our last call and some diamond studs. Here's our, this is funny because we have a fire opal tonight in a cabochon. This is not a fire opal, it's a opal that has all the colors, but it's a really bright orange color. Let's call it the Oompa Loompa opal. Just because it's orange, you know. Go with me, Tony. Willy Wonka, Chocolate Factory. Yes, here's little helpers. Yes, because most opals don't have a bright orange base that looks like a mandarin garnet. This does. So it's a really special oval opal. It's 112-8866. It's a one only, and it's also going to be in platinum. 205 on the opal. This is still giving crystal opal, so you've got all the colors. You see the red, the green, the yellow, but it's got an orange base, completely transparent, and 50 points in diamonds, a couple of baguettes that are slashes there. The slashes of baguettes with a round brilliance. Yes, how can I help you? Oh, from earlier, the yellow sapphire. Who picked that up? Thank you, Connie. One last piece to recap. I've actually only got 4 or 5 pieces to recap from the show, so we'll do that near the end. And then here we are with our one beautiful opal with those orangey colors. Let me show it to you on the hand as well, and then you can see what it looks like, and then we'll be at our top of the hour here in 20 seconds. So we've got the big diamond ring special, very affordable, very giftable, very Mother's Day appropriate coming up. But this one's got to go. Let's take it down to first caller can have this, $39.99. Had that not all that long ago was when that debuted. You can see all the amazing colors here. It almost looks like there's some kind of movement within the stone. Those are just layers and layers of different colors stacked together among that bright, you know, so many people ask me for mandarin garnets all the time and then go, oh, that's a little bit pricey. Mandarin garnets are just that. They are pricey, especially in larger sizes. So I say this could actually get you kind of that look, but with an even cooler stone, and of course the phenomena. Mandrins are very pretty, but they're not phenomenal gemstones. This is with that mandarin base color, bright orange, and we'll blow it out for $1,299. And then it's time to get to our final diamond special of Diamond Month of 2026. And we will show that to you coming up here as soon as this opal goes. And what a big moment to get you some very, very special, only been here once before, got the big discount and drop tonight for what's here and in stock only. So this is going to be very, very quick to go. It's going to be one of those blink and you miss it deals on a ring that I have already brought out basically everything I have here to show you how it looks stacked, because it's a great layering piece. And it's something that gives you a diamond band a little different from what we typically see. Welcome in to our final big hour here, and this is so much fun. I'm going to show you how this looks together. When you match these up, pair these up, there's something so special about the way it's like a wave design in a ring. And what I'm going to do is try a couple on for you. There's so many different ways to play with it, but what a value we have here. And welcome into our very last hour of Thursday night. Can you believe it? Last hour here. Welcome in. It's Thursday night. We're live with you from Los Angeles. My name is Lauren Blair. I'm the host here at TVON, and we've got another short hour to go in our Thursday. Of course, this is also April 30th, so we're saying goodbye to Diamond Month in grand fashion. We've got our diamond studs still here. We'll try to recap those for those of you just tuning in, but this is the ring. And this ring, so much fun to wear, to stack, to build, to create. Basically a very organic look in this wave band. Still a band of solid gold. It's all two-tone gold, but the only two-tone element, for those of you that love yellow, you're going to be very, very happy with this. The only two-tone element is just where the band actually meets the basket. The basket is what holds this very large diamond, and the diamond itself is going to be a white diamond in an oval in what we call the light half carat sizes. I love this as a pinky ring, by the way. Pinky ring, thumb ring. If you're looking to kind of add something in a little unexpected way, here's a great way to do it. And just like we're doing on our diamond month. This is less about the diamond special and as much about the gold as a special here, as you can imagine, because 1129928 has had one day on the air. It was on a weekend many months ago, and it was extremely popular. And I think it's partly because we were all loving the versatility of how you can wear it, but also the ability to stack it and create your own ring. You know, jewelry design is one of those things that you usually don't just jump into. It takes a little bit of, and with jewelry design, it's a little different than being just an artist, because an artist, you can take some pretty basic materials and you can, we can all work a paintbrush on a canvas in some way. Now, if I did this, it's not going to look all that cute, but you can basically put together your own art. Art's in the eye of the beholder, though, isn't it? So it's an open interpretation type of medium. However, with jewelry, if you're designing, there's an artistic level to that, but there's also, you're working with, you have to know a little bit of the inside outs of how you work with metals and how the molds are made and how the castings are done and how the settings are done and so on and so forth, all those different labor elements. And yet that's why it becomes a little more complex to see something different and unique in a band. I think we hear the words diamond band and we figure a couple of diamonds set in a straight band, and that's that. And we have those and we own those and we love those, but there is a different element when you get this beautiful arched, I call it like this beautiful S-curve or this sand dune style, that is still done in mirror finished yellow gold, and the basket is free floating next to it. Now, I don't mean it's floating literally, but I mean it's meant to look like it's floating, like the diamond is floating right nestled into the curve of the band. Very feminine, very unique. You can get it for pinky to thumb and anywhere in between, but we have two-tone gold. So yellow gold for the most part, the band or the diamond is set in the white gold. Take a look at this. It's our band style here. So many fun ways to wear it, multiple ways just by turning it around on your finger where it can create different looks as you see here. You can also play with where the diamond sits. So take a look at my hand here to give you an idea of how I have it on one way and another. Diamond at the bottom, diamond at the top, and then this beautiful band which has that little, you see out little, just a dip there where the oval stone is set east to west, but then you can play with it. Now, in the same way I have this one on a different direction than this one, you could also take that ring, same ring, and stack it next to it, like this. That's one way. There are countless ways to stack these together. I did sort of base to base, diamonds floating on the outside. You can switch up how they set together. Look how suddenly just change the look, have them nestled more directly side by side. You could take the one, let me try to get this one off, leave one on, show you what it looks like when you reverse it another way. Come on, Ring, cooperate with me so I can show the people at home, the good people who are watching. There you go. Look at that. Play with it. Make a different design every time you put it on. When you add three, forget about it. It gets so cool. When you add three together, I can't get enough of this style. And that one's too small, but still, it's gonna work. So you have now created now a highway ring with basically a carat 20 in diamonds here. And you get to decide how you wear it. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, that girl is so excessive. She is so extra. Why must she show me 3 or 4 or 5 at a time? Like I'm made of money, like I'm gonna buy 3 or 4 or 5 at a time? You can. What I'm doing for this top of the hour is remarkable. Sorry, I'm getting my fingerprints off that band because I know I've been playing with these. And I love to do that. And what we're gonna do is they're all gonna be exactly like you see here. Two-tone, just the white gold basket. The rest is yellow gold. That is a minimum 38-point diamond oval, set side to side, east to west there. And it is going to be, well, get ready for this, our biggest value ever in a band. And why are we doing this? Oh, because, hello, it's Diamond Day. I'm calling it Diamond Day because it's the finale of Diamond Month, and this is the last time we're going to see each other in April of 2026, okay? Sounds dramatic, but we're celebrating because we are jewelry. So we celebrate Diamond Month in a big, big way every day. This is that finale value, and we still have some big diamond earrings to show you. Got plenty to show you in our last hour, but come on in. I need you to help me. This is going to be a really good deal, but my problem is this. I have so few. I know this is going to sell out before everyone gets one. So I really, as much as I'm going to be in a movie tonight, okay, seeing that big movie that's coming out tomorrow, so I'm going to be there. So I'm not going to be as responsive in 10 seconds like I usually am to all the emails I'm going to get tonight that say, please tell me you have a diamond ring left from your special tonight. I won't. There are 8 to go around, and if that's not an impetus to get on the phone lines, I don't know what is. So here's what we're going to do. I need to get y'all on the lines right now, because if you want 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, and I will tell you, most people when we first aired this were getting 3 or more. It was 3 and 4 and 5 for the most part. That's how affordable it was back then. What I'm doing tonight is a better deal than you've ever seen it before because, well, this is Diamond Deal. It's the Diamond Deal for our finale day here. We've got 8 of them only, 38 points minimum. Most of them are closer to a ½ carat. We're just going on the smallest ones that are here. And there's really no limit to the ways you can wear it and the fun you can have playing and stacking. And it's like you're instantly becoming your own jewelry designer. No school required. You don't need to go find out how to be like, work the CAD systems and the computers. You don't need to work the inner workings of the bench jewelry department where they're working with the castings and the molds and creating jewelry. None of that. It's shipped to your house and you just play. Play, play, play. Something we don't get to do as much as adults, right? Everyone gets so excited when you're a kid. You think, I just want to be an adult. I can do whatever I want. And then you realize there's really no play. There is no play as an adult, right? It's all serious and it's all rules and it's all responsibilities. And now we get to play. Let's go back to play and play with your jewelry. Mix and match with other rings you already have. Pieces you love already. Put this next to it. We need collars. We have 8 to go around. That's it. It's not going to be even how do we do this in today's $5,000 an ounce gold environment where that is clearly a $2,000 band plus the big old diamond, which should go for about $1,700 itself, and now it's not. That's 3,700 bucks. I'm not doing that. I'm not asking 3,700 because that is going to be something y'all scoff at me. I don't need that. We want to do something really, really powerful here. Not 3,000, not 2,000, not $19.99. This is the one to get, but 8 pieces to go around. I don't think you're going to want to miss this. And if you weren't with me when it debuted, you got to pick it up. If you were with me, maybe you even have one of the rings, get another or 2 or 3 so you can stack them. This is not a value we see going forward in gold. It's definitely not a value you see in diamonds, especially one big stone. You know the rules. Big diamonds go for more than little diamonds. You can have a lot of little diamonds. One bigger diamond is still more valuable. All day, every day. It's just the way the diamond world works, always has, always will. But it's not $19.99. What if we do this to really light up these lines with 8 to go around and that's it? 8 that can be directly out to you. I'm talking about tomorrow in a box on Friday, May 1st, in a box to you. You get it in a couple of days and you're happy. No, you're happy at $19.99. You're elated if I go $999 a band when you're getting a light ½ carat diamond oval VS still. That is elation. That's called jewelry euphoria. That is, yeah, people who say money can't buy happiness. I don't know. Have they heard of TVON? Because this is a lot of happiness. And not $9.99. Let's go even lower because I have 8 of them. You want a value? I'm here to do it. Let's take a look at this. It's not $9.99. It's not even $888. If you have a dial, what are you waiting for? It's a beautiful wraparound design, all solid gold. This is an era where gold bands are not $888. Even by themselves, you hear me talk about the 2mm men's wedding band that is $9,000 in retail. Okay. With no diamonds, why not get this one for $888 or $799? Or what about this? You want the value of a lifetime? You're in the right place tonight. When it comes to diamonds, we're a little busy on the phone lines. Operators, if you'll let me know how many you'd like. I don't need to know ring sizes, but I do need to know how many you're getting because 8 of them. There are 8 of them available. I might as well probably just put the little hash marks right here on the wheel. I might do that just so you're all aware of how few there are. We'll count them down right here. And once we reach 8, we'll be done. That's it, because it's not even $799 or $777. This is crazy. It's a big old diamond. Look at this. I got to try them on. Again, so many ways to stack, so many ways to build. Thumb ring, it's the coolest thumb ring ever. It's easy enough to wear. Pinky ring, thumb ring, don't worry about it. You're going to just, if you need like a size 3 for your pinky and a size 7 for your index, go ahead, get 2. Obviously, they're not adjustable, they're not elastic, so you just pick a couple up. For $777, it's not going to be, and you want a couple anyways because you want to stack them. The way these stack, look at how it just looks. I would love to do this. See, so many people think about stacking this way. I like to do this. I'll get multiple bands and stack this way and have that look. I love that look. My favorite rings I probably own are costume jewelry, but they cost more than this ring because they spell out a name of a designer, and they spell it out in letters all done in crystals. And I love those things, and they're worth like $3,000. And guess what? Not a single bit of gold in them. And yet they stack this way, which is why I can't go anywhere without being mobbed about, oh my gosh, I love your rings. Because why? There's something stacked this way. It's unexpected. You could do that with this ring. And it's not $777. We've already got 2 gone. All right, so 2 gone to 1 caller, 2 gone. Okay, so that's 4. So we're halfway through quantity and we're not to the lowest price. Okay, well, hear me out. This is going to get probably 60 seconds and be done and gone. 8 of them to go out tomorrow. That is it. This is what you need to do. We're sizing free. We're shipping free. There's no tax if you live in any of the 49 states besides our own. Where do we live? We're in California. Okay? So if you live in a state other than California, there's no tax. The tax right now would be almost $100 here. So, okay, you guys don't pay that for the most part, okay? It's not $777. Solid gold, band ring, stack and play, stack them up. I've had up to 5. What did I do when I first presented this? I think I had 6 on at a time, 6 or 7, and that looked so cool. Now it's a lot of diamond weight. But again, the more you get, the more you play, the more fun you'll have, and the more you can instantly be your own jewelry designer. And they're not going to be $777. Are we still in 2026, or are we watching a tape? Is Lolo, did she have an emergency and she didn't make it into work today and we're watching a tape from 2018 here? Because it certainly feels like it. Because I don't have gold rings with big old diamonds for $777. What I can get you for $777 is a little stud right now. That's just the reality of the world. I'm sorry. It's just we pay more for things now. It's no different than what my mom's always telling me. Sorry, Mom, but she's always saying to me, she goes, what did you spend the other day on that? And I go, Mom, Mom, it's what it is, you know? She's like, oh my gosh, what did it cost to go to dinner? What did you pay for that salmon fillet? $70? But again, we're living it's a different time than that, you know, when she was going out to dinner buying dinners, you know, it was a different era. So here we are. You know, it's just like, isn't it fun to go backwards a little bit and like enjoy the price tags we used to see decades ago? That's what this is. And you don't need the time machine. You're just tuning into TVON, and that's really what it's all about. You know what? Scrap 777. Let's go even lower. Just count them out for me, operators. Tell me how many you need, and we'll make it $699 and done. It's our lowest price ever on that one. $699 and get as many as you need. Because what a great value for I don't care how you look at it. Is the diamond band? Great value. It's the diamond band or the diamond gold, just basically the diamond itself. And then you look at the gold band itself. Any way you look at this, it's a value. And $699 to get that one and try it. Money back guarantee and all. Great gifting idea. Mother's Day is a week from Sunday. And there's a lot of occasions coming up where you may need great gift ideas and you were thinking about doing a fruit basket. And now you're online going, that's $500. Yeah. The last time I sent a big basket of stuff, goodies, you know, it was basically like aged meats and cheeses and things like that, you know, the fancy stuff. There was no wine. It was just like candies and little, you know, gourmet treats in a basket. The thing was $600. It probably lasted 30 minutes. I hope it was enjoyed, but it probably lasted 30 minutes and everyone was like, okay, that was fine. Now what are we doing for dinner? $70 salmon? All right, sounds good. Let's go. Lolo got the box, so we're going to be good. And yeah, we just ate the salamis and the cheeses, and now we're ready for our salmon dinner. Right? This is, I mean, I'm just saying, gifting moments are here. It's springtime. We're in that gift-giving season. And yet, I know that most of us are not thinking about fine jewelry these days because we heard about what gold's doing, and we know that the jewelry world's changing. Well, here we go, staying true to what we do. Solid gold, big, beautiful diamonds, $699 for the band, and a value like no other. I wish I could make jewelry like this. But again, this is why there are jewelers out there, store owners, boutique owners, folks that are in the business like I am that shop here. They sit with their feet up at the end of the day. They go to their retail establishments during the day and they sit there for a couple hours and then they come home and they stock up their inventory by letting the jewelry come to them. So big, big value there at $699. Again, no wholesale value like that. Look at these. They're just fantastic, fantastic, fantastic diamonds. All right, we're going to move on. We've got our diamond studs still here, by the way. So if you like other diamond deals, we had diamond studs here earlier tonight that were $15.99, lowest price ever on the 1 carat diamond studs, a couple pairs left. I do want to show you my very large and impressive diamond earrings in case you would like something incredible in diamond earrings. We have them for you. It's 112-7429. Our month of April is coming to a conclusion here in about 43 minutes. So let me show you here what we have. in diamond earrings. These would be the chandelier style. Take a look at that. That's quite impressive, isn't it? Item numbers 112, 7429. They are lengthy, they are large, they're 720 in diamonds, and that's what they look like from a distance. They got 1 3/4 inches in length. They are these omega back styles. They're heavy, they're hinged, and look at that, how that's going to operate for you. They never touch the post. They just gently rest on the back of your lobe, and they look incredible. So if you'd like those, we're going to discount those tonight for you as well. $720, all bigger diamonds here, all bigger round brilliants that you have. Really fabulous value there. And don't forget to make requests if you have them. We've been focusing a lot on diamonds. Doesn't mean we don't have some color. We've got tanzanites, we've got mandarins, we've got fire opal, we've got pink sapphire, spines, couple of great pieces here. Not a lot to recap in the show, so we'll leave it up to your requests as far as what you'd like to see tonight. And then, of course, our $699 gold and diamond band. All right, if you'd like those, they're $10,000, $99.99 for the 720s. So if you'd like to get those, I'll pop one on very quickly here for you so you can see what they're all about. And we'll show you up close too, because why not? We got to show you what they look like, because you're otherwise probably thinking they're ugly brown diamonds, right? Yeah, if I don't show you something up close, yeah, that's just something you're all going to think, oh, we're skeptics. Now what? Look at that. They're about as bright white as can be. Obviously, there's that mobile style. So give me a second. I'm going to need my hands to put them on here. But we'll show you what they look like from a distance. You can see every diamond in between the double nested pear-shaped design to the top cluster here. These are pretty impressive. Take a look at them on. That's what they look like on the ear. So you can see how they move and how they dangle and how they have some great size to them, obviously. They're not heavy. I mean, they're definitely, I feel them. I would not say they're heavy. They're not pulling. Of course, you're getting great piercing coverage here as well. The omega back is really handy for that. Keeps it really secure, keeps all your stones up front. So even as you move and talk and laugh and play, maybe you're dancing the night away at a wedding, or you're at that great gala where you've, donated something to the silent auction and you're supporting a good cause that you believe in, and you're ready now to have that one earring that you rely upon for all those dressier occasions. I always say, I'm a jewelry lover too. I dress up a lot every single day. I wear like 4 or 5 outfits a day. I've got a lot of things to do and events to do, and the casual and the gym and the dressy and the work and the this and the that, and then going home. I still got another outfit change tonight for a premiere. So it's one of those things where we need great wardrobes of jewelry too. And I always think that with the stud and the hoop that I wear every day are not going to work when I'm dressing up, because I dress up every day pretty much normally, so I wear my studs and hoops pretty often. I really like to have that step up then, and this is that step up, because when I'm going to a more fancy function, when you just kind of dress up every day anyways, and diamond hoops are not out of the norm for me. I'm wearing these suckers every day pretty much. This is where I like to step outside the box, because when I'm in a gown, and a full-length black tie gown, and going to that wedding or going to that gala or whatever it is, whatever it is, or a premiere, this is what you want to have, something that steps up. No, they're probably not every day. This is not, let me run to the store and run in and get, some pencils and some aluminum foil. This is really something a little bit more dramatic, but what a great piece to invest into, to have something totally gorgeous, totally high-end couture, and yes, not borrowed. You own them. Take a look at them again close up. I'll prop them up for you so you can see what they look like from all the different angles, knowing that, yes, there is some articulation here and movement to the earring itself, but just to see how every diamond there is quite large. And I know they're a mess to show you up close, because obviously there's no way to keep all these articulated pieces together, but that's what they look like. So $99.99, let me know if you'd like those. That's a really special opportunity there. Can't imagine seeing a better deal than that. That's a really good look there at $99.99. And thank you, Irma. I'm so glad she has a pink diamond bracelet. I think I remember that. Irma, you're going to look so fantastic. Pink diamond hoops and pink diamond bracelet. You're going to love that. And then thanks so much, guys, for being with us. So $99.99 of those. We're going to go ahead and walk you through a couple of last minute items here. We still have our diamond studs. Gosh, only 30 some minutes left. We got to go. I do have a turquoise. Now, there's a subtle something we don't usually see, and it's right there. I'll point it out. We'll address the fact that it's got a little bit of, not really a matrix as we generally see, but there's a little something naturally in the stone that up close on this angle, you're all going to go, whoa, what's that? You are not going to see that when it's on the hand, okay? So let me just clarify. Let me show you. If you want the biggest value I have on a turquoise, and you can handle this one only that has that little bit of, it's like a little, kind of a little just characteristic is what I would call it, On the sides, you're going to get the big deal on a very important 634. Turquoise, it is fantastic. It's 112-9519. Let me know on the diamond earrings. Here we go with our turquoise. 112-9519 is staying in the yellow. It's 14 karat solid yellow. Also has that really good 634 round turquoise. And then those are actually princess cuts and rounds on the sides. Flanking the side, 16 points there. And oh my, we're going to get you great value on this one. Now, please, for those of you that are thinking, okay, I'm tempted, it's right on the sides there. Let me see how that looks on the hand here. Let me show that to you so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, because I don't tell no tales here. I pride myself in never having you return anything, because returns are not something that are fun to do. I hate doing it myself. I don't do it. So here's what I really just want to make sure you know everything there is to know about your ring first, and never want to put you through any inconvenience, but it's always there for you if you need it, because there's so many new shoppers every day that shop with us that have never shopped before. Sometimes they've never watched before. Sometimes they didn't know fine jewelry existed on TV. We think of jewelry on TV as being like plastic, slap a celebrity name on it, make it look like something that it's not, and that's that, right? And for a lot of years, that's what was offered on jewelry in the television venue. Well, now we're in a different era, and so you can see fine, but look at that we're just a few feet away. Now you don't see those little characteristics to the stone. They're too small to spot. It's why we give you all these different looks, and yet you're getting a 634 with those 16 points of the princess and the rounds. Let's take a look at it. It stays in the yellow gold. We're going to take it right back up close. We're going to give it away, and we'll give it to you for, you know what? It's a $39.99 ring. I'll do it for $12.99 if you like it. $12.99. You got it. Congratulations. That's sold. Thank you so much. And we do have, there is one color change theme. This is a pendant. Well, technically a necklace. It's actually a full necklace. Doesn't even move on the chain, and you'll see why. We added some really important diamonds on the sides too. So here is our color change. Whoa. Hello. Welcome into the party. That is fantastic. That's a really big fancy kite cut as well on the top as your bail. This is 113-1038. Congrats on the turquoise. Well done there. This one stays in 18 karat white gold. I know, we're going to 18 karat gold again. It's crazy, isn't it? So much good 18 karat gold here. This is our Madagascar 221 Spain. Welcome on in. Last little bit of our Thursday night. It's a good one. We got our big 221 round, 18 points. Oh, they put the kite cut and the baguettes together. All right, so among the three bigger stones, the two baguettes you see on the sides and also the kite cut that says bail, we've got 18 points there, 16 points in the other diamonds. There are actually a couple you're not seeing yet in the chain built in. So let me show you. We saw the close-up. Look at how gorgeous this is from a distance. It's got 4 extra diamonds here, and it doesn't move. Because why? Well, we want to keep those diamonds all symmetrically balanced. 2 on each side, so that means your piece is always going to stay right there centered up on that chain. Doesn't come off, but we put in the adjustability for you. Spring ring closure, 16, 17, and 18 inches in length. So you've got 3 lengths to choose from daily. You've got the 18 karat white gold. I'm going to show it with a measurement on the length of the actual drop portion itself. And Jason, were you picking up more diamond bands over there? 38 pointers, still going. And then there we have it, 5/8 of an inch. Here's what it looks like on the neckline. Oh my, there is just something special about these color change skeins. The dynamic colors they bring. The color change goes from green to red. That is a mighty, mighty large size to get. And take a look at it again close up. How good is this? How special. And for those that panic all the time, hold on, there's a little something in the prongs. Let me see if I can polish that out real quick. And there we go. Now it is free of the fuss. And what we're doing here is reminding you that it's a softer stone. So for that reason, a lot of you are a little bit, just a little bit worried about wearing it in rings. Understood. So here's where you never have to worry. It's in a pendant. You have to never worry about the softness of your stone when it's in a pendant or an earring. So keep that in mind. And we're going to take it on down. 1 caller only. That's one of our bigger rounds, certainly. And this just doesn't even look like it could be a real stone, but it is. That's just how good. We see beautiful diamonds all the time. This puts diamonds to shame because of that oversized or it's over delivering on brilliance. It's giving you more dispersion than diamonds are allowed to. So that really is a highlight here, and you see it. It's not like it's okay, that's a fun little scientific fact, thanks for sharing, but it means nothing to me. No, you're seeing why that is so impactful, why that makes a difference. And I'm blowing it out for less than $10,000. I should be getting $99.99. So what happens when you get a 2-carat 21 color changing perfect round like this? All the clarity, all the beautiful colors, not going to be $99.99. Let's take it even lower. My diamond earrings are still here. If you want those big 720s, here we go with our spine. Will not last. Let's truly blow it out. End of the show is here. We got 32 minutes to go. So not a lot of time. Lots of jewelry here to show you still. But this one's going to go at $2,999. I know it's too low. You know it's too low. Don't let that even cause a moment of hesitation. You know what to do. Go for it. It's our $29.99 221, and all of that necklace is 18 karat gold. And reminder, it is the entire necklace. It's not a pendant where I'm just showing you a chain for display purposes. No, this is attached to the necklace. It's attached to the chain. You get that full adjustability, 16, 17, and 18, and look at that. And you get the big kite cut there as the top portion of what is called the bail. Again, this one's not moving. It's all soldered to the chain. So it's not like your movable bail like we would typically see, but it's still done up with this really impressive diamond. So that'll be $29.99 on the color change spine. We're going to show you a little last call here on the show. We got a fire opal, a big fire opal. It's actually a cabochon cut, which we don't always see. We've been loving fire opals in the facet. We're going to show you a beautiful, brilliant cabochon. I have a really good pink sapphire that's unheated, and there's even a really big mandarin if you're interested. But that's $29.99. That should go. Here's our big fire opal, and the bigger fire opals, they get pricey. They do. We've seen a number of them. Look what happens, though, when you see this transparent cabochon. Fully transparent, because those are my tweezers that are acting. I'm making a little cat's eye here just with the tweezers behind it. No cat's eye in the stone. It's that different phenomena. And fire opal's really concentrating on one or two colors here together naturally, but it's 113, 1163. That's our 342, and it's cut in cabochon. So it's a beautiful, still fiery. You see the reds, mostly the reds. You see a little bit of fuchsia pink, and there is an element of orange together there as well. All together, one ring, 113, 1163, 342 is the size. Mexico, fire opal, and then this cool way to do the S-curve we saw in the band ring earlier, but this time all done up in diamonds, 2 a pave, 1 shared prong round brilliant, and all of that together, 68 points in diamonds, split style as well. And what a beautiful way to anchor such a big stone, because if it's already a 342, it looks more like an 8 carat. And now we're ready to rock and roll, okay? 342 on the fire opal could not be better. And what we have is, we're still going to do a couple recaps. We got some really important pieces to recap, like 4 different items. We're going to show you as we recap the show. Last call, 30 minutes to go. Give me requests. We haven't had one all day, which is kind of amazing, really. On a Thursday night, haven't had a request. Give those to me if you have them, and we'll bring out what you need to see very quickly. But this 342 is not going to be that $49.99. It's about going rate here for a special fire opal, but this one being more so because of that cabochon cutting. I know we're anxious to see it on the hand. Here you go with that look, and you can see, okay, even more, I would say, magnetic. There's something that I know it's picking up some glare and shadows here, but that's not the stone. That's just this kind of like reflection off of that transparency of this stone. This is a cool way to do fire opal, delivering all the colors. And yet you're going to choose the gold still, but I must say you don't see a lot of the gold. The tips of the prongs are really the only way to actually see the gold. It really is, because you're just so concentrating on the beauty of that stone, the diamonds around the mounting. Let's take it lower than even $49.99. First caller, $1,999 instead. And a triple split shank. That means 3 bands in one. That's what that means. 3 bands in one in today's gold era, really unusual to see. 3 bands, 1 ring under $2,000 when they're not just bands. They're giving you the covered in diamonds, that big old fire opal cabochon cutting, which cabochons are back. It's kind of that old world style of cutting we used to see exclusively before there was a lot of physics determining the best way to cut a gem. Now there's a stylistic return to cabochons in a lot of designer jewelry, and here's our own version of that. $1,999. That's a good one. And then there's a trapeche bangle here if anyone's interested. That's just unusual. We have some rubellite drop earrings, a big time freeform Australian opal pendant. I got a big trillion pink zircon if you're interested. Big blue zircon, some massive tanzanite earrings. What can we help you with? Diamond studs, we'll recap those. Yes. Yeah, I remember them. It's just, you know they're sold, right? Okay. We'll show the pink diamond hoops. Nobody panic. We're going to show them just because I think it's probably one of those folks saying, that was a mirage. That didn't really happen, did it? We really had pink diamond hoops today. So let me just show these really quick. They're spoken for, but just to show them, because why not? This is something only we can do. I don't know where else you're going to find something like that. That is really, really special. So we did have some other diamond deals today, like diamond studs. Oh, sure. Did I not try them on? I know I did, but we'll do that again for you here as well. Really quickly. Let me just pop those open real quick for you. They're, again, a click-in style closure, so just hope we made all that clear earlier. If not, just want to recap that. Here's what they look like on. Just to give you a quick look at what they look like on for you there. They are 1.5 inches in diameter, so that means they are a round tube. This is not an oval style. They're all going to be the same side to side as they are top to bottom. So there they are, okay? They're the pink diamond hoops. We'll go back to the wheel, and we're going to show you, we've got our diamond stud recap. Only a few pairs left of our diamond studs, so that's really, really important. 1 carat diamond studs at the lowest price they've ever been in all of our years here. Think about that. We've been around. When I say a decade, I know it just sounds like she's just saying that. We've been around. It's been a lot of years of bringing all kinds of great jewelry ideas. There's only been one time ever that we had a diamond stud value like this one. I'm recapping them now because we're not waiting until the end of the show. We have very, very few left to go around. So here it is, the 1 carat diamond stud. I know this is when a lot of people tune in tonight. I've been here, you know, when you do every Thursday, you kind of get, there's a rhythm to every day. Maybe you have the same thing at work. When you go to work, some days are different than others, and there's kind of a routine and a rhythm to each different day. And yet, Thursday nights, we get a lot of late arrivals on Thursday, and given that we only have 25 minutes left in the show, we were celebrating April 30th here today, last day of April, so Diamond Month, coming to an end, giving you the spectacular value on 1 carat diamond studs that are the 50 points in each ear, that are giving you the classic style, wearing anywhere on the ear. This is a unisex style. It's men's or ladies is what that means. There are a lot of men out there wearing studs of this size as well, whether they wear 1 or 2, 1 earring or 2, meaning 1 or 2 stacked, or 1 ear or 2. That's an option as well. I remind you, you can get as many as you need and even stock up to save up for maybe holidays coming up at the end of the year, any occasion. If there was an occasion coming up 5 years from now, it is really very, very, very important to say that this value, it's never been here in a decade of broadcasting. Tonight is the only night. So it's very unlikely you see something like this going forward. I don't care if that's a year from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, that is going to be very difficult to bring a value like this one. It was for this celebration as we say farewell to Diamond Month here and our last 25 minutes of April together at least. Take a look at these studs that are 1 carat in total, and this will be the value that for any occasion, it just so happens to be this is that time of year when there are a lot of celebrations. There are a lot of gifting moments. There are a lot of occasions where we might want something, Mother's Day, graduations, all kinds of different occasions. Maybe it's a birthday anniversary, the things that happen, sure, as a wash, we all celebrate them, but that doesn't mean we don't want great jewelry to commemorate those times, those moments. And that's what you have right here. 1 carat in diamond studs that are natural. And yes, they're VS stones and they're rounds, and that's all minimums. Don't hate me if you get a keratin. If you get a 55 pointer in each ear, okay. Fine, that's okay. But they're solid gold, white, yellow, or rose, and we're giving you a better value than has ever been here on the show before. And let me tell you, my first day on the air here was November 5th of 2016. I had these diamond studs for $19.99, and that was nearly 10 years ago. And these are not $19.99 tonight. This is for the last 23 minutes and 30 seconds of this show. I would be very surprised if they last another 23 minutes and 30 seconds of this show, because remember, we're not just dealing with a price point that is special, we're dealing with a quantity that is also limited. So it is last call to get them. They're not going to be $19.99. I have been doing this a long time, here for nearly a decade. Of course, you know that. November 5th, 2016 is when I started. Yet there were a lot of decades prior to that too. So diamond studs are something you have. When you sell fine jewelry for a living, you're going to be around some diamond studs. This value has never happened, and I don't care if we're going way back when to like the early 2000s or 2010 or even in the financial crash of 2008, which I lived through, all that stuff. When we were still selling jewelry, I was selling jewelry. Guess what? Diamond studs were always part of the repertoire, but you've never seen this price, even going back decades ago. So here's your moment to get them right now, today. And try them. If you don't think this value is all that, well, if you're planning on going doing the comparison shopping down the line, like tomorrow, this weekend, maybe next month, you're going to find that, ooh, I should have got that big value. She wasn't kidding. She was not kidding when she said best value, because now I'm seeing it. And there's a lot of other options out there that, let's face it, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, there weren't a lot of options in other varieties. It was either you had a lot of money and you bought good diamonds, or you spent a little money and you got really bad quality. Now there's a whole other arena out there that's really kind of pervasive to our industry, and it's changing. And yet a lot of us really, really enjoy the beauty of a classic that you wear every day in the best quality of natural. And you know what? They're $15.99. This is our last call. We've only got 2 pairs left right now. So if you bank on 20 minutes, 2 pairs, probably not a good equation there. Don't think they're going to last. But again, for gifting, white, yellow, rose gold, all your options. That's very important and very impressive, and we're thrilled to bring them. And I can speak for, you know, my many years in the jewelry business, and what a thrill. And I got to tell you, as a shopper, I'd be pouncing on those. Pouncing. I know a value when I see one, and you do too. And you know that they are limited, fleeting moments to get those values, and $15.99 is like no other. So take advantage of that if you'd like to go ahead and get them and save them, even if you're thinking Hanukkah and Christmas and all those things that seem miles away. They're really, I mean, guys, we're almost halfway through the year. Do you remember what you did for New Year's Eve? Well, that was, I mean, here we are finishing the 4th month of the year. And here, I know, Tony's going, we were here, right? Yeah, we were. We were celebrating together. Hopefully you were here too. It was a great show. It's always fun. It's one of my favorite days of the year to work. I know most people go, don't you want to have it off? No, I love being here. Celebrating New Year's and bringing in a new year with jewelry. I mean, what could be better? It's glamorous, right? It's fun. But this is where, again, time is going by quickly. You might want to have those tucked away. Get them now, because I'm going to have a lot of shows between now and the end of the year, but no diamond earrings for $15.99 like that. So take advantage of them while they're here. Last call, we'll do a little recap of some rings that I have. We've got a couple last minute looks here. We've got those big 720 diamond drop earrings, the Sphinx necklace, the aqua necklace. We're just going to focus in on some rings that have got to go before we run out of time tonight. And then we'll see you tomorrow with our big Friday, May 1st. Wow. So we'll have a big Friday night leading into an incredible weekend ahead. Lots of good things. Don't forget also What's New Wednesday, every Wednesday night. It's our weekly date to show you something new and premiered. A brand new stone coming up next week. So we're excited about that too. Now, I wanted to highlight something that's kind of amazing to me. We had this trio of purple paraibas earlier, and 2 of the 3 have gone and found their homes. And I don't know, the one that I was eyeing the most is still here. So I want to give it its own little moment here to shine. 1130298. And of course, since it's a paraiba, we're also going to give it a moment to glow, because that's what it does. It's neon, it glows, it's stunning. It's 1130298. That is, well, a very, very important diamond weight. It's our 119 copper bearing stone. It has an 18 karat gold mounting, diamond studs selling out here. Let me know who's got the last 2 pairs. Do you want 1 or 2? All right, so we have 1 pair left. All right, so 1 pair left. Diamond studs, $15.99. Good luck on those. Here we are with our 119, white gold only, 18 karat gold, and 166 in gorgeous big diamonds. They're big old diamonds. These are impressive, large, round brilliants. And also happens to be a crazy good value. So we got this one as part of a blowout wheel. The other 2 are gone. This is our last one remaining, and it is, you know, sometimes we understand why maybe there's one like that one stuck. No, this one, so top quality. Interesting how it looks more like a round than it is a cushion because the corners are really tucked underneath those prongs. So it looks a little bit like a round at first glance. And yet you have this very important size, this extremely important individual diamond weight. Look at the rounds, they're huge. Going around the halo, they continue down the sides, beautifully finished in that 18 karat gold. The band is your undergallery and the undergallery is your band. It's sitting there at the base, really creating this great foundation for this solid 18 karat gold ring. And here's what it looks like from a distance. You're going to see a lot of glow and a lot of neon to that stone. It kind of shifts between purple, but then like you'll see these gorgeous neon reds coming through, almost like a fuchsia tinge as well. Really the beauty of these natural neon tourmalines that are copper rich, making it so rare, and it's a blowout. Started at $7,999. Some on the wheel started at $69.99. They were cheap, right? No, I'm kidding. Obviously, $7,000 is an important ring. This one was actually $1,000 more because of this mighty, mighty diamond weight it has at a carat 66. So now you're getting the better value than $7,999. You get a much better discount. It's one only. We're going to blow it out. Come on in. We got a moonstone and a Russian demantoid to show you next, and we've got 17 minutes left to go, and we're still awaiting our first request of the night as we're about to say farewell toodaloo to April, okay? May is starting tomorrow. We'll be with you on Friday night, 5 to 8. It's a little party we call Club TVON. It is our weekly Friday night date, so join me for that too. But this is the paraiba going for $24.99 only. And I don't have another mounting with that kind of diamond weight in this entire inventory for that price. There is an automatic price point you're going to have when you have a carat 66 in diamonds. And that price point is far greater than $24.99. So if you'd like to get it, you're also getting in on one of the more rare stones. So we can talk about the diamonds all day, and they don't even hold a candle to the rarity of the center stone. So that's probably why you want to consider that neon paraiba in that purple, pinky, red color. Fabulous, and the cutting is gorgeous as well. We've got our last call on the show. What would you like to see before we go? Is it the diamond ring for $6.99? Is it the diamond studs for $15.99 that you're thinking about? Is it a multi-million-dollar rhodochrosite necklace? I'll just throw it in here. I don't know. Why not? I mean, just for show and tell. It's not for anybody. I mean, right? It's like, this is for a, you know, I was looking, the royals were here. You guys know, right? We all saw the royals were visiting. And, you know, there's some beautiful jewelry that they wear, and I'm always looking at their jewelry. I loved the article I read about how the Queen opted to go more low-key for America, you know, and decided not to go tiaras and just wear this gigantic amethyst collar. And I was like, okay, yeah, she's going low-key. There are pieces of jewelry that the royals have because they've been collecting for a while and funds are limitless. I don't know if they're going to have something like this. This is a trillion-cut rhodochrosite. That's a faceted, clean, bright. You think mehenges are rare? Oh, no. Rhodochrosites laugh in the face of mehengue spinels. You think pink sapphires are expensive? Rhodochrosites are like, you're cute, but step aside. This is the rarest of the reds, outside of red beryl, but it's a pinky red. Rhodochrosite is a pinky red, and I have never seen one like this. And I just thought, since we don't have requests and we've shown you everything, and we're into recaps, and we got 15 minutes to hang out and kill and talk about great jewelry, look at that. That's a really unique piece. Now, it's not really something that we're going to pull for sale. You got to have some serious, like, you know, investment funds here. But that is rhodochrosite. That's 112-3397. Just going to throw it out there because it's always fun to see things that we've never seen before. That's my 11 karat 70 trillion cut, which, keep in mind, an 11 pointer is considered large. Rhodochrosite, if you had a 1 carat, that's about as large as I've had in faceted material. This is an 1170 trillion, 253 in diamonds, solid platinum, and it's part of a necklace with the chain included. I just want to show it from a distance here because it's hard to gauge the size when it's up close. This gives you a better idea. Seriously, who knows Camilla? Where is she? Is she still here or is she on a plane going home? That is amazing. And if you like to collect like the royals like to collect, this would be something for you. Give me a call. We'll talk about it. It's just amazing. It's just 12 karat rhodochrosite. Now, I do want to show you my heart-shaped moonstone here. It's another little something we showed earlier. Want to show it again? 113-0655. Look at that. Isn't this something? A heart shape. It's affordable. I would prefer probably, I don't know, this one, I don't know if you guys feel the same. Certainly we don't probably agree on everything, but I feel like this would look better in yellow. That to me, I don't know why. Per se, I can't put my finger on the reasoning behind it, but I think that it would look almost richer and brighter, and with the diamonds burnished like they are, I think I'd like to see it in yellow. I kind of get the feeling like maybe if it wasn't yellow, it would be gone. But hey, that's your option. We're going to do that for you for free if you'd like us to. Yellow gold, rose gold for that matter. Let's blow it out right now. It's our 215 with 20 points in diamonds. There are 3 stones in the Goldilocks of diamonds here, the smaller and the medium and the larger here, and they're all set down into the band. And that's only $1,299. $1,299 for a 2 carat 15. On the moonstone. Got a bigger one, but it gets real pricey. I've got some opal earrings coming up. We're going to show you. I even have yellow diamond ear crawlers. They make you look like you have 4 piercings when you only have 1. And I got to tell you, I think that's ingenious. So we'll show that to you as well without having to go through the drama of piercings and what the heck am I going to do? And maybe you just want that look once in a while. We're going to show you some diamond ear crawlers. We've got some opal earrings, none of which you've seen yet tonight. Still last call on the diamond studs. And let's show you our opals with the diamond. Here we go. That is a wow crystal opal earring here. And yep, there's the other, and of course, 2 different looks. That's what's fun. These are opals. They're unique. You're going to have your face in between them. They've got the rounds. First caller can have them for $1. $1 first caller. They're 112-6640. They're really fabulous, and they're $1. And they come with diamonds, which are sitting right up top, and they got a post, and why not? I can buy jewelry for you guys, too. I do all the time. You just don't realize it because, you know, when there's discrepancies in the price tags of what we're supposed to do, I pay for it. So, again, I'm going to pay for them, and then someone gets them for $1. So, first caller there, just wanted to show them. We can move on. I got yellow diamond ear crawlers that are here. I got a big mandarin. There's also a really rare sapphire. I guess we don't have people with us. I'm a little stunned here. You just, I mean, right? $1? Okay, well, okay, I'll keep them. What? Like, wait, I knew Thursday was a lighter night, but come on, nobody? Nobody for $1 on 112-6640? All right, well, do you have them? They're like, beg me, please. All right, who's got them? Who is it? All right, is it Tammy? Thank you, Tammy. Tammy got them. All right, Tammy the ears, 112-6640. Let me show you a new. Whoa, 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 whoa. How do you even classify this stone? Thanks, Tammy. Where's she calling from? Tammy's in Wisconsin. Thank you, Tammy. Well done there. Enjoy your opals. All right, so we have a really good sapphire. How would you describe it? I would describe it as needing rhodium, but in addition to that, this is our last call. 10 minutes left to go. You never know. See, this is my way of saying, because Tammy's really glad she was watching right now. She's really glad. This is my way of saying join me every 3 hours, every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday, okay? Every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday day. Let's shop. Let's hang out, and you never know what you're going to see. This is really rare. 113-1101. I don't even know how to describe it because the colors are shifting so dynamically here. It's 113-1101, and this is a brand new unheated sapphire. It's pink, it's purple, it's lavender, it's everything. It's an 18 karat gold. And it's got so many beautiful flashes. I'm even seeing those like an ultraviolet blue color, which I love seeing in pinks. This is natural unheated material. It's a 153 in the cushion cut. It's a pink sapphire. Natural in the 18 karat, just needs a little rhodium on that knife edge band, but then it's got those tapered baguettes and the round brilliance and 23 and 19 points in diamonds together there. So that's going to be 23 on the tapered baguette, so just 2 there. And then the rest of the way, the round brilliance at 19 points. And we only have the 1. Giving this away as well before we go. Moonstone heart shape still here for $12.99. Russian demantoid carat 20 is still here for $88.88. Still have a pair of studs at $15.99. Still have. It took me a minute, but we begged you, and someone finally took me up on the $1 earrings, so thank you on those. And then still have the purple paraiba. That was our 119 purple paraiba cushion. Now, if you have any questions, let me know. Let's get you the last 9 minutes of a lifetime here. This one is going out. I wasn't even supposed to show this tonight. I'm getting you an early look. It was supposed to be here tomorrow. Let's just give it away for the end of the show. $88.88, like our demantoid, not so much anymore. Look at how this dazzles from a distance. Watch how there is so much life to that stone. Sapphires are not really known as being a sparkly stone. It's not really something that gives us a lot of brilliance per se. This one's doing it. It's all those different subtleties of colors in one stone, carat 53 in size. Remember, this is all 18 karat gold too. We've upgraded the gold for you, got you those big old diamonds, and we're gonna send it out. Stays in the white gold. We're gonna give it a new little fresh coat of rhodium there for you. Our jewelers are extra rush these days, I think. They're working really hard, so I'll just make that little note so they do that. And then here we go with this really stunning value. No longer $8,000. I'm sorry, this is what happens with big sapphires, especially when they're all natural and heated. Untreated, they get more pricey typically. Like 8888, we're gonna take it a lot lower for you right now. First caller only. We got literally 8 minutes left. 8 minutes. 8 minutes to shop anything you've seen in this show. End of April. Diamond values like never before. You can watch for 10 more years. I hope you will. You're not going to see values like this. Take advantage of it. We're going to go under $3,000 on the big sapphire. And I'm not even leaving it at $29.99. This is a gorgeous diamond pink. That's what it looks most alike, is like a diamond pink color with a beautiful cushion cutting and all the color and clarity. You know, the heat that we would normally see in a sapphire brings you better color and clarity typically. This didn't get the benefit of heat. It has no heating, it's unheated. That's why it's so rare. Yet it's got the clarity, yet it's got the beautiful colors, and it's not $29. Let's blow it out. I'll give you another 500 bucks back in your pocket. We'll go $24.99 on that one, and that's it. We gotta go in 7 minutes. So it's coming to an end here. Diamond month, the diamond deals, the studs, all of that. Your last call on this show. We had a $6.99 diamond ring, for goodness sakes. We had a really, really special, the purple paraiba is still here. Let me show you what's left in the show. And if you want a little Tanzanite giveaway, we can do that at the end of the night. I got these beautiful diamond ear crawlers. These are too much fun. 4 heart shapes per earring. Come on now. Really rare. See how they're curved like a little smile? So you can either have them frame the face, like flare out and go vertically, which is north and south, or you can put them up the ear so it essentially looks like you have 4 piercings when you only needed 1, because it's got that 1 post in the back. And look how solid they are. 18 karat gold. Got a new mark down here on the yellow diamond. 4 times over per earring. 1130606 is your item number. 178. Well, well, well. We got almost 2 carats in yellow diamonds among 8 stones. So they're mighty, mighty fine. They're giving you a huge carat weight individually. And we're talking about 18 karat gold, as you saw that hallmark in the back. Very impressive. And you had to here because the stones themselves are so rich. They're a very saturated yellow. So that really required the 18 karat gold. Otherwise, there'd be a mismatch there. It wouldn't look right if the gold was a lot more brassy looking. So again, brighter yellows, higher premium quality. That puts each and every diamond just at about 1/4 carat a piece, by the way, so they're big. And then watch how they look on the ear, because they're stunning. They're really good. And if you want them flared away from the face or in towards the face, you can really play. And then, of course, well, going upward, let me actually show you. I know it's going to be awkward because I have more than 1 piercing, but because you don't really need to here, but I do want to show you an idea of how they would look. Whether you go vertically, which I'll show you first, so straight on down, like just a normal earring, like you put your butterfly backing in and this is how they look. Whether you want them, now I'm showing them away, so they're flaring away from the face, but imagine if you just turned it subtly so that it's basically going east to west, and then you suddenly have this look where it's going up the ear, what we call the ear crawler design, and that's a different look you can get. And I know that's harder to realize because it's going over a hoop, but look at how beautiful that is. So you could add it next to another earring. You can really give that cool look, again, facing in, facing out, whatever you want to do there. But back to the wheel we'll go to show you what we can offer here for you on this one pair of really exceptional quality. And again, about 22.5 points a piece there on those yellow diamonds, bright as sunshine. And they're down to just $2,499 for the pair. So $24.99 there. We still have our purple paraiba. Still have that one. We're going to show you a few last ideas here before we go. The ear crawlers just being one of them. We've got several others for you as well. We had the moonstone. It's really just down to the moonstone, the purple paraiba. Couple last pair of diamond studs, the pink sapphire We'll show you everything here. We got a little nice array and assortment for you. There's also that Russian demantoid, the heart shape, Mother's Day coming up. If you need something, by the way, this is going to be our last call weekend for Mother's Day. So what I wanted to do is put together some special ideas. So we've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday next. And what we're going to do is, being last call for Mother's Day gifting or Mother's Day ideas and little treats for yourself, what we're going to do is have some Mother's Day specials all throughout the show starting tomorrow. So that'll be Friday night, Saturday morning, and Sunday morning. We have an incredible Mother's Day special weekend where we're going to be, because obviously waiting till Mother's Day, that's great, but you're not going to have your pieces in time. So we're giving you an opportunity to shop some Mother's Day specials in advance so we can actually get the pieces to you in time for the very important holiday. So that's going to be coming up starting tomorrow night at 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. And by the way, that's the Russian demantoid carat 20 that we had earlier for you. So this is just a little bit of what we have left. And then the diamond studs. Reminder, diamond studs last call, our best price ever on diamond stud earrings, $1,599. Not a price tag you're going to see beyond the show. Here they are in the white gold or the yellow gold. We have both options available. We do even have rose gold, but they would take a little extra time to set for you. So again, they're all made up in white and yellow. There they are at $1,599. So just a reminder, this is what we have remaining. Plus there's a couple of the $699 diamond bands, which featured an oval diamond east to west. We have 2 minutes left to go. That's it. Final call to shop the show tonight, and then we'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. We kick off our big Friday night party. It's our weekend kickoff. We call it Club TVON. We have a great time. Again, Mother's Day. We're going to put all the moms top of mind tomorrow and make sure we put together some big values for you. So that's going to be a lot of fun as well. Hope you can join me throughout the weekend. It's going to be last call for any Mother's Day gifting, just to make sure we have time to size and change gold colors and get it to you in time for Sunday, May 10th, because here we are. We're going to be welcoming May tomorrow night. So we want to make sure we have plenty of time to get you any and all Mother's Day needs, or I would say for the moms wanting to treat themselves. It's going to be a really good couple of days to be shopping, okay? Lots of big values, lots of big discounts, some Mother's Day themes going on. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you'll join me for that. And 90 seconds left to go tonight. Now, as far as the demantoid, that's going to be our 8888 special for the round demantoid. We also have the pink sapphire. Pink sapphire, unheated, untreated, $24.99. The gorgeous diamond studs, clearly the value of the night, $15.99, $12.99 for the moonstone. This is our $24.99 purple pink paraiba. And then, of course, the $24.99 yellow diamond heart-shaped ear crawlers. If the number 4 or 8 is significant to you, that would also be a nice little meaningful connection to the earring. So I think that'd be a fabulous way to think about it, as well as spending under $2,500 to get something like quarter carat yellow diamonds throughout. Pretty impressive. So our last call on the show is now. Thank you for joining us for this final day of April and all the way throughout the month. It's been such a joy, as always. And of course, all these values good for tonight, but you've got a couple of minutes now. We have 45 seconds left of airtime just on TV together, but we'll also have our phone lines open for you for the next 2 minutes after that. And then we are going to be seeing you tomorrow for a big Friday night celebration. Again, Mother's Day specials kicking off tomorrow night. You won't want to miss those. And we do have the moonstone, $12.99, the sapphire in the front right, $24.99. And then, of course, you've got that really gorgeous pair. Diamond studs have never been this affordable for the 1 carats. So if you're at all thinking about them, I need to encourage you to get them tonight, now, here, right away. $15.99 for those 1 carat diamond studs in 14 karat gold. Thanks so much for being with me tonight. As always, I hope you had a great Thursday night. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We'll rendezvous at 5 o'clock tomorrow night. As always, I'll see you then. I'm Lauren Blair. Good night.